Welcome back to another NHL playoff game. Round number 2 of the game number 4 between the Carolina Hurricanes and the New Jersey Devils. The series is 2-1 for Carolina Hurricanes, but the Devils won last game by the score 8-4. And that's what we're looking for tonight between both teams. A lot of great conversation and around the NHL today again because last night was the best night of the season so far in 2023 for the NHL with the NHL Draft Lottery. The Chicago Blackhawks jumped from the position number 3rd to win the lottery of the Connor Bedard sweepstake. A lot of comments around the league. A lot of comments about the Montreal Canadiens are going to select number 5th overall pick. A lot of people thinking they should trade their pick to move up, or they should trade to go backwards, to go down, or they maybe just trade to get a solid player around the NHL. So a lot of conversation about the Montreal Canadiens, of course. But tonight it's all about the series playoff 2023. I have 2 games on the program. 7 o'clock, the Devils host the Carolina Hurricanes. And then at 9:30, yeah, it is at 9:30. This is the game where the Seattle Kraken are going to host the Star with a big W last game by the score 7-2. Unfortunately, the playoff 2023, some consider this as very excited. Some consider this as not looking good for the last 7 games. They have a 6 blowout in the last 7 games. Can this continue that way tonight, or think the Carolina are going to come back, the team we know already? And can the Devils continue their great performance of the last game? It's been a roller coaster in the last couple of games for every team in NHL. They perform excellent one game, and then the next game they get beat badly. And the only team go through this with no problem is the Florida Panthers. They lead the series 3-0. A lot of conversation about the Toronto Maple Leafs already at the Toronto newspaper. They already make the billion of the season in Toronto. They already eliminate Toronto Maple Leafs in Toronto and the newspaper. The season's over. So they already fired Dubas, Keefe. They already trade Nylander, Matthews. They already, it's unbelievable to see that. But the most important thing at the Hockey Nation Show, we have the game number 4. I'm going to do a play-by-play commentary with the hockey coach, Coach Francis. Directly, a beautiful country at end, but the season is raining. It start the storm, the thunderstorm, the lightning, the thunder. It start yesterday. I did a recording, guys, on my GoPro. I'm going to make a video on my Frenchie and Thailand. You're going to see, it's not like the storm in New York. It's not like a storm in Florida. It's really scary. I tape over 50 minutes. I could make a video, a channel on the, not a motivation, relaxation, meditation video about my raining storm yesterday. It was funny. You can see the lightning properly and well on the 31st floor of my building. Anyhow, welcome everybody. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation Show. We welcome everybody. Hopefully you're ready for rock and roll that game. First of all, I have a couple of people in the chat. First of all, the moderator, Mr. Luciano, is in the house. Welcome back, Mr. Luciano. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation Show. Here we go. The number 1 with all the update information around the league and anything around the world, Mr. RJ Calabro, a reporter of the Hockey Nation Show. Welcome back. I don't know why I click on the ball, but let's go with this one. Hey, from Montreal, Mr. Sebastian number 2 is in the house. Welcome back in the house. Thanks to be with Hockey Nation Show. I appreciate a lot. We have Mr. Mac Cooper back in the house. Thanks so much, Mark, to be with us. From Houston, Texas, what everything is big, the barbecue, the Hooters. The one thing they know is he's a big fan of the New Jersey Devils. He is back with confidence now. The Devils going to be back in the series. Mr. Joseph Laham is in the house. We have our friend from Ontario, relaxed at home, ready to watching and listening to hockey coach Guru Coach Franchi. Mr. Ross Stubbington is in the house tonight. From Colorado Avalanche, number one fans of the Avalanche, heard another very bad news today. The Colorado Avalanche announced their captain Gabriel Lantagog is going to missing another year, full year for the second year back to back. No captain next year again for Colorado Avalanche. This is a really bad news for the Avalanche fans. They are going to missing their captain, another surgery, the right knee, if I can recall it properly. But we have Steve G is in the house tonight. We're going to see if anybody else riding the storm is in the house. Work was tough today, but I'm glad to get into hockey. Here we go. That's the way to see that. That's the way to do that. To go back here at the hockey and to figure out that we have a great time all together about this. Can you snack prepare hockey fans? Yeah, another great night. Thanks so much, Sebastian. Appreciate a lot of things happening with the Oilers. They made possible they're missing Zach Hyman for game number 4. We know Toronto announced that Samsonov is going to be out for game number 4. And would be a lot of things going happening tonight and tomorrow night. Toronto going to be faced to elimination tomorrow night. Game number 4 against the Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers, they think looking good over there. I have a chance to watching a couple of clips of the practice, and I have a chance to listening press conference for Florida Panthers. Really interesting. You know, everything rebuilding, everything, they're rebuilding by draft and everything like that. Everybody connect draft and everything. But if you think about the team, the roster for the Florida Panthers, guys, they have only 3 players. 3 from their draft. That's it, that's all. Barkov, Lundell, and Aaron Ekblad. Yes, I understand. 1, 2, Ekblad and Barkov. But the rest is coming by transaction. 10 of them came for trade. 5 of them came from UFA. And I believe it was 2 or 3 came from the waiver. Pretty strange as a roster compared to other winning of the Stanley Cup. So that's what they are. A lot of people want to see the Hurricane versus the Florida Panthers. A lot of people want to see Seattle Kraken against the Florida Panthers, whatever it is. At the end of the day, guys, expect this is going to be one of the lowest rating in the history of NHL, if ever, is a Kraken versus Florida Panthers. Because nobody followed them, obviously. I understand some of you love those teams, and again, it's not against them. It just tell you exactly what is going happening in the NHL draft and the NHL Stanley Cup, if ever it's happening. Anyhow, tonight, Anderson returned between the pipe for the Carolina Hurricane, and then we have Videk Vanecek, the goaltender Devils, with 1-2 record in the playoff with a 4.02 goal against average, and the save percentage only are 8.45. 845. So it's not like if your Devils fans is going, oh my God, this is going to be hard. Yeah, it's going to be very hard for them for sure. And that's what's happening tonight for the New Jersey Devils versus Anderson. Have a goal against average of 2.03. We'll see what got here. The coach moderator, Danny T is in the house. Welcome aboard. Thanks for with us. The puck dropped already, guys. Really surprisingly. And we go from there. The puck bouncing back at the left side of Vanecek, recovery by the defenseman. Luke Hughes, I believe, go around. Intercept now by behind. It was Smith. Recovery by Jarvis. Try the puck behind to Ao. Recovery behind to the DD. Set up now by the pressure by the Canada Hurricane. Finally, Devils get out of the zone. Skating right away with Nico Oshaya. Bring it by right side. Anderson chasing now. Intercept now by Jarvis. Bring it by to opposite corner. Pushing by the Canada Hurricane. Pinch by Doug Hamilton. But finally, the Hurricane going to dumping a puck. It will be the first whistle of the game. First icing between the Canada Hurricane and, of course, the New Jersey Devils. Wow, it's a big loss for Colorado. Yes, it is, obviously, for them. Absolutely agree with you about that for sure. Let you know, Ross, Danny, Sebastian. Hello, Vinny James is in the house. It's tougher after losing that. Yep, I'm sure he is right now. go back around at the puck shot, and then go out of the play on the left side of the Anderson after he tips the puck. Thanks so much for all the like we got so far. Yes, everything looking good here. We go drop over there. We're going to wait for the puck drop, and thanks to be with our Canadian show. And we have a little bit over 90 minutes to go remaining on the first period. Here we go. Go puck stop at the blind by Hamilton after the Devils won the face-off. Ran the puck on the board for Woods. Woods right the puck to McLeod. And now battle on the other side. Wood recover the puck. Wood cycling the puck behind the net. Go back to McLeod. Bashing in front of the net. Now McLeod hold the puck. Return the puck again. Another time they cycling. But from late they lose the puck. And now the Canes. No, intercept by the McLeod. And McLeod again return the puck behind the goaltender. Bashing recovery. Back to McLeod. The defensive of Cabernet struggle on that one over there. Pressure by the four line for the Devils. The big gun, the big guy, we call them Bastion, McLeod, Wood. Now go behind the net. Again, the Devils guy control the puck behind, and nothing could happen right now for the Hurricane. And now go back all the way back at the left side, turn around by McLeod. McLeod taking now. McLeod does everything tonight at the first shift of the night. And for the net, Hamilton Anderson make a big save on the back door. Now they don't put the puck by Canada Hurricane. New plus for both teams. But what a great start for the Devils. For about 1 minute, they control the puck between both teams and between McLeod, Bastion, and Wood. Intercept by the Devil. He scored a but, and a but, and a but. It's already at the beginning. Timo Meier score, and the Devil take the lead 1-0 against the Carolina Hurricane. At the beginning of this game, we feel it, we smell it, and we taste it, and the Devils take the lead 1-0. Wow. Already at the beginning of this first period, guys, at 1:54 at the beginning of the first period, Timo Meier scored his second goal. This is a back-to-back goal for Timo Meier and 2 games. And the Devils show already their character. It's not going to be easy for them, for the Carolina Hurricane, and they take advantage. Or maybe Anderson, not really on that one. I'm not sure it was tip or not, but Meier scored the first goal for the Devils tonight. They strike again, the Carolina Hurricane, and the Devils take the lead 1-0. Go back now on the puck, drop back in front the neutral zone, intercept by the Devils, don't play the puck all the way back on defensive zone. Now the Devils, Martinique have an amazing, great playoff for the Hurricane. Now it's Luck Hughes behind the net, control the puck, use the ball in front of Cook enemy. Turn around all the way back, attacking now by Martinique. Martinique control the puck again to the board. Don't play the puck by the Devils, but intercept now by the Canada Hurricane. Ballon now in front of the bench, recovered by Dawson Mercer, hit by Jasper Fast, and then finally new plus coming for both teams, for Lindy Ruff and of course Rob Brandamo, both head coach for the team. Go back around the board, DDD by the defenseman of the Devils. Marino moved the puck to left side, attacking now by the Hurricane. Show the puck, black shot by Vinnychuk, tipped the puck by I think it was how. Anyhow, the Devils don't play puck in neutral zone, pitching right now in neutral zone. The puck go back on defensive zone. And from the bench, we have a whistle there. I don't know if we have something happened there in the middle. Anyhow, we have a whistle going to resort to you, Nick. Nick in the house, congratulations, Nick, for him, for Connor Bedard. We're going to intensity the hockey game. It will done into gallery for Hurricane. Firstly, team 1C playoff for another 6 years, let you know. I don't know about that. I think when you're an effect like Connor Bedard, guys, when you'll be surprised. No, the goal, guys, Jack Hughes looked like it. Jack Hughes got a goal, so looked like he was tipped in front of the net. So we have to make that correction. The Devils' goal, it came for Jack Hughes and not Meier. So we're going to make a change already on the stat here. Hughes is 6th of the season and score assisted by 96. Meier. You're welcome. Never submit the power to carry fun. Here we go. Go back now behind the net. Set up now by the Hurricane. Try puck around the captain. Shire bring the puck around the board. Pinch right now by the par les Carolina Hurricanes, et tip par les Devils, and going to recover the puck, turn around, and long stretch pass by Chester Pratt, the puck bouncing back on the right side of the Anderson. Sébastien Aho, the captain, intercept the puck, but winning by Palat. Palat is point the net, no chance to recover by Carolina Hurricane. Kokanemi, I believe, get out on by turnover. But recovery by the Devils, by the Hurricane, don't put the puck behind, and Marino first one to get there, win the puck on the board. Pinch one out by Hurricane on the right side of Vinnychek. Don't play the puck to opposite side. Recovery by Patchy. Patchy has the puck in the corner. The first one to get there, recovery puck is Jack Hughes. Intercept the puck. It shows Vinnychek make big save. One time, two time, back and forth after a turnover by Jack Hughes. Jordan Stahl gets robbed by Vinnychek, first with the right pad, second with the left pad, and finally with the glove. And this happening right there, guys, at the beginning of first, after a turnover by Jack Hughes in front of Vinnychek. Jordan Stahl tried to capitalize on that mistake, but he could not do anything because Vinnychek was solid between the pipe. Wow, what a great start of the game between both teams. A couple of mistakes for both teams, and both teams tried to score already. That's what's happening here right now between both the Devils and the Hurricane. Winning face-off now by the Hurricane. Should have puck for Seketch, missed the net. Recovery behind the net by Stefan. Stefan putting the puck behind. Battle now with Paul Stachny. Paul Stachny return the puck all back at the blind. Seketch return the puck behind the net. Battle with Marino. Leave the puck to the corner. Devils try to get the puck outside the zone. Battle on the left side of Vinnychek on the corner. We have 6 players right away back at Stachny, Stefan. And the puck stuck right away. The Hurricane won the battle, return the puck behind the goaltender, reset by Kevin Ball, back the puck to Marino, pinch right now, Seketch recover the puck, bring the puck, shoot the puck, and Vinnychek make a save, the puck on the right side, finally go behind the net, and the Devils try the puck outside the zone, and they did successfully, and the puck go all the way back on the defensive zone, recovery by Seketch behind Anderson, chasing by Bastion, no chance, DDD, recovery now, Petchy bring the puck all the way back at the left side of Vinnychek, finally, he catch the glove, the puck with the glove, and that's it. That's all. That will be another whistle on this moment. The New Jersey Devils are, again, the Hurricane and the playoff. They are 11-6 at home. They are 8-5 on the road. Again, the Carolina, the Devils are only 3-11. Start from Prodise by the NHL. We have 0-4-0-3 the shot. We have 31. Face up on the left side of Vinnychek, winning by the Devils, try the puck outside zone. Pressure of Carolina is really intense at the beginning of this game. You can see they did some kind of readjustment. Kokanemi battle now on the right side of the sun, use the ball, intercept by the Devils, pass the puck behind, intercept by usually point for net, intercept by Slavin on one hand, but again, another pressure by leg use, bring the puck send. Back to his brother, use, intercept the Hurricane, get out of the zone, and Kokanemi on the neutral zone, kick the puck on the right side, chased by Martinuk, and with first one to get there with Luke Hughes, intercept now by Thomas Tatar, the Thomas. Go back now, the Devils want to regroup, go back behind the net, keep controlled by Stevenson, hold the puck a little bit longer, looking for new players coming for the Devils, pass the puck in front of the bench for the Devils, attacking now by the Devils, the left side, controlled by the captain, tip in front of the net, go back on the right side, Anderson, the Kane, going to dump the puck all the way back on the defensive zone, and the Devils going to regroup with Doug Hamilton, go DD, long stretch pass in neutral zone, intercept by the Devils, long stretch pass now on the far side to Palat. Palat change the direction on the offensive zone. Palat go all the way at the blind, battle with the Hurricane and lose the puck. Great play at Chatfield, I believe. Anyhow, the Palat recover the puck. Palat attacking out the neutral zone. Palat on the offensive zone, kick out the puck. Hamilton, return to Hamilton. Shoot the puck into make a sign with the blocker. Rebound, recovery by the Devil. In front of the net, tip and miss the net barely. Recovery by Hurricane. Going to get out of the zone on the back end. Load the puck in front of Doug Hamilton and go all the way back behind Vinnychek. We're going to recover with a nice scene. Create by the Hurricane. Both teams are doing very well since the beginning of this game. There's some kind of opportunity for both, and we can have, we are as a fan, that's what we're looking for so far in the playoff. Two teams working hard, create some kind of excitement for the hockey game. Mr. Devon On is in the house, and then we have AYM Force 55. Sorry about that. Try to figure out what's your name, but look like we welcome you in the house. Thanks to be with our Kinesia show. We appreciate a lot. Now the Devils try to get the puck around the board. Intercept now behind, and the net is out of the pig, but intercept now by Vinnycek. The puck goes slowly back in front of him with 12:52 to go remaining. Devon, thanks to be with our Canadian show. I appreciate a lot to be with us tonight. Everybody else, pop up, we welcome you. Everybody, thanks. 455, another one. We appreciate it. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That would be great. We're going to be back tomorrow night, guys. Yeah, coach is back tomorrow night with the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Florida Panthers. Game start at 7 o'clock. Join us live. And another... is it Hughes? I think it's Quinn Hughes on the stand. Anyhow. No, it was Zegras. I apologize. Zegras is on the stand. Trevor Zegras is on the stand. Got a free ticket from Jack Hughes. Yes, Ross, I agree. Great point about this. Luke from British Columbia in the house. Go, leave, go. Like he said, Luke. And he's not discouraged. I expect the Toronto Maple Leafs could win tomorrow. Go back now in neutral zone, set up by the Devils. They kick out the puck and now go back on the right side. Battle with Dawson, Mercer. Return the puck behind the net. In front of the net. Tip. Anderson makes a rebound in front of the net. Meyer. Kick by Anderson. Go back to the blind. Fire puck by Brennan Smith. And finally, Anderson decides to catch the puck a la UB Brooks on the glove backwards to catch that puck and then create another whistle. That would create at the same time the first TV timeout of the game between both teams. The UB Brooks, who remember UB Brooks, number 7, the shortstop for the Montreal Expos. Here we go. Here we go. Espace à la bête. Right, here we go. Merci beaucoup, mon Sébastien. You have a chance to watch my video today. I talk about the news, episode number 301. Today we talk about the reviewing of the draft, NHL draft. But I know the Montreal Canadiens are going to select Leo Carlson. You already heard this from me. And May 10, May 9, or May 10, I'm sorry, May 10. May 9, depends where you at. May 9, I'm confusing because here we are the morning. Not like a morning here. It's very dark right now. It's cloudy and maybe rain in Thailand. But yeah, I feel like Montreal Canadiens are going to select number Leon Carlson. Why? Because Will Smith is going to be number 3rd. By the Columbus Blue Jacket. The San Jose Sharks are going to go with Mitch Cobb. And the Montreal are going to have an open door for Leo Carlson. That will be my prediction already. We'll see what happens. I'm going to do my mock draft 1 to 16, I think today or tomorrow, for each team. Number 1 all the way to the 16th team are not in the playoff, who I believe are going to set. I put David Rinbacher, number 6, all behind the Montreal Canadiens selection. Trevor Zegras with the dad, James Hughes at the game. Honey, I'll go back now on the left side. Benching ran out by the Devils. Keep the puck in the zone. That was happening right away. Now we have 6 players. 7 players got to the wall. 8 players close to the puck and the wall. That's pretty amazing. Luke Hughes played his second game. Long stretch pass. Tick by the Devils. Recovery now by Stevenson. Return the puck. Get out of the zone by Brad. Brad kick out the puck on the left side in front of Palat. But the Hurricane going to dump the puck. Recovery by Stevenson. Recovery now by the captain, Nick Shire. Throw the puck around Anderson. Hurricane don't play the puck all the way back. Possible. No icing. Chased by Luke Hughes. Luke Hughes went out in front of Jesper Fast. Beat him. Use his speed. Controlling the puck. Kick out the puck on the left side. Attacking out by Bastion. Fire puck. Black shot by the defenseman Chatfield. Recovery behind the net. The Hurricane going to use the board. Pass the puck to Martinook. Use the board. Again, passing the puck. The puck go back to Vinnycek. Wave par le linesman, chasing par le Hurricane Martinook, and the Devils contre le puck. Now it's going to the left side by Wood. Wood, like, what's going on with Wood? And now Wood hit the net over there, back behind the net, possible and I seen it. But what happened with my Wood? I don't know. At some point, was wearing the white jersey, looked like anyhow. Well, under the whistle. Goalie goal, no fear. Bad attitude, Danny. Put Justin on the Wellington Arsenal jersey. Ross, the only person to blame for the leave issue is Shanahan. He saw the face of all the leaving. I'm just a Canadian never. Danny, I have a garage shell. And the champ still not impressed when they start the fight. What some calls? Here we go. That's what we got. Thanks so much, everybody, to be a part of the show. We appreciate that. Don't forget to click on the like if you don't mind. Many of you did not do it yet. Larry Lavallee back in the house of Beckley for the beautiful, great state of New York. Welcome back, Mr. Larry. Go back now on the left side of Vinnychek when he played the Devils. Try to back all around and lose the puck by McLeod. Finally, pass the puck to the D. Long stretch pass now. The puck bouncing back and for the bench for the Hurricane. Recovered by the team. Don't play puck behind Vinnychek. Chasing now by the Hurricane. Vinnychek pass the puck to Hughes. Now get out of the zone. By the Devils attacking now by McLeod. McLeod kick out the puck to Hughes. Back out of the back end. Fire puck tip and for the net. Miss the net. Recovery by the Hurricane. Don't play the puck and now recovery by the it was Nozin, I believe. Anyhow, Hamilton tried to get the puck on the ground. Intercept by the Devils. Get out of the zone by Jack Hughes. Hughes on transition at the red line. Loud the puck. Intercept now by Brent Burns. Chased by Tatar. Recovery by Hughes. Pass the puck in front of the net. Intercept by the Hurricane. Going to get out of the zone. Hold the puck now. Regroup on defensive. Go back D. Set up now. A turnover almost for the Devils. Very bad play by Slevin. Finally, the puck go outside the zone and don't play the puck to Vanecek. Vanecek play the puck. Win the puck to Marino. To the board. Marino looking now. Return the puck in neutral zone. Go back now by the Devils. Don't play the left side of the sun. She see by the Jesper Pratt. But first one to get there is Petchik. Petchik pass the puck to the board behind the Hurricane. Players intercept by the Devils. A battle for the puck by Jesper Pratt. Cycling puck behind the net. Chasing. And the one win the battle. The battle is Justin Salt in front of Palat. Recovery now in neutral zone. Battle with Stefan. Recovery now by the Devils. Going to regroup and set up in front of the bench for the Devils. Tip the puck behind the sun. New plus coming for Lindy Ruff. We just crossed the half of the first period between Hurricane and the New Jersey Devils. The score, guys, 1-0. We got a goal by Jack Hughes. It's 6 of the playoff for him. And then assisted by Timo Meyer when he tipped the shot of Myers. Anyhow, icing the puck by the Hurricane, wait by the linesman, recovery behind the net. The Devils try to get a puck around the board. Pressure again by the Hurricane. The puck is battled at the right side of Vanecek. We have 4 players right there. Paul Sashi ran the puck all the way back to opposite corner. Dumping the puck by Hurricane behind the net. Another battle now, this time behind the net of Vanecek. Sashi win the battle. Go back, DDD, set up by Chatfield. Shoot the puck, black shot by the Devils. But the puck bouncing back at the left corner of Vanecek. Recovered by Hurricane. Sashi now wrap up in front of the net. Now try the puck around. Still the puck by the Devils. Try the puck outside zone. With it did happening. Now the puck stuck at the red line. We have battle, and then the puck is stuck right there. We have 4 players right there. Everybody wants to go to the bench, but the confusion, it was right away before the puck go behind the Vanecek after the push of Chatfield. Hamilton intercept the puck now. Shoot the puck, and finally the Hurricane find a way to get a puck back and shoot the puck by Martinook over the Vanecek. The puck go back behind the net. The Hurricane now win the battle again. Stick on the eyes have got some kind of problem for the Hurricane. Finally, the Devils get out of zone by McLeod. The best line for the Devils are this line: McLeod, Bastion, and Wood. Go behind the net, but pressure by the Devils behind. And finally, the Kane going to get out of the zone, but lose the puck. Recovered by the Devils. Don't play puck now by Wood. Hold the puck a little bit more. Regroup in front of the bench for the Devils. Going to reset now. Waiting for new players coming from Lindy Ruff. 8 minutes to go remaining on the first period between both teams. Still 1-0. Regroup by the Devils attacking now. Hamilton tip by the neutral zone. Don't play puck on left side in the sun. Hurricane use the board to bring the puck back on the neutral zone. Extend the puck between both teams. Finally, Hurricane going to play the puck right side Vanecek. We have pressure all the way back. Then the stick is on the ice. I don't understand why the referee don't pick up the stick. But I don't know why. Anyhow, turn 1 by Hurricane. We have whistle at the blind. Create offside by the Devils, by the Hurricane. That's what's happening there. We have a lot of people in the house. 13 Rookie is with us tonight. Thanks so much. We'll be the Hockey Nation Live Show. And Rabinov, of course, joined the hockey. So thanks both of you to be with the hockey tonight on the great evening of the Hockey Nation live show, play-by-play. 7 shots for the Hurricanes so far, 6 for the Devils, only 1 goal. We have a TV timeout, so let's go back again here. Mr. Gaydon is in the house. I refer to lazy to pick up the stick. That's a good one. Christian Shaw is in the house. Claude Richard is in the house. Directly from Ottawa. See the TV channel there? Don't forget to click on the like if you don't mind. Here we go. Coach, I'm happy about our draft position. We are guaranteed to getting a very good player. Well said, and Rabinoff, absolute about that one over there. Alexis Monette, welcome aboard. Merci beaucoup d'être avec nous ce soir, Alexis Monette. And Devon, you're absolute about the 4 line I just mentioned. Like you said, they are the best line so far. You are absolutely right. Go back now on the defensive zone of the territory of the Devils. Battle now on the left side, turn around, and the Devils try to back around and recover by Timo Meier. I see a Timo Meier more confidence now for the last 2 games. Skate better. I don't know. He picked it up where we know him scoring a scorer of 40 goals. Go back by Venechek, but I don't know. Trouble behind the net by Venechek. Devils by the pressure or Hurricane to steal the puck on the left corner, bring puck to Martin Nakash on the right, bring puck to blind, return the puck to behind the net, leave the puck all the way back to the left side, recovering out by the defenseman, shoot the puck, Venechek make a save, rebound to the left side, and Meyer tried to get a puck with Doug Hamilton, ran the puck on the board, the puck bouncing back all the way back out of the play. Anyway, we're going to reset with 6:56 to go. Nobody remember Ralph Crampton was the honeymooner, and no, I did not remember him at all. I only remember Ralph Backstrom. That's only one I remember. Face off now on the left side of Venechek, winning by the Devils. Luke Hughes won the puck again. Luke Hughes, guys, what, a 5th overall pick, I believe, is for the Devils. I think I'm right. I will look about this. Anyhow, Bastian is on the ice with Wood and McLeod. The Hurricane don't play the puck with a little bit 6 minutes to go remaining. Stevenson recover the puck, bring the puck to Hughes, bring the puck all the way back behind the goaltender, and they'll go DDD. Set up now behind the net. But the Devils try to figure out the puck on the neutral zone and turn around and now attacking by McLeod. McLeod speed on the right side of Anderson. Hold the puck, put the puck one side. For the puck, Stevenson. Anderson make a big save in front of the traffic. Great play by the Devils. Great puck controlling by McLeod. And we have another TV timeout, and we have give you a chance to talk a little bit with left and right. What your beer of choice, coach? But now I switch from the Budweiser to a Leo. It's called Leo in Thailand. You can have a Chang, C-H-A-N-G. This is the second big mark of the beer in Thailand. The cost of the beer at the bar, it could be between $175 to $350. The lady drink, because when you go here, you have to pay a lady drink, so it's a 10 baht more. But this is about this. A Friday night, you're going to pay an happy hour is $2 max a beer. Really cheap, the beer. 135 at the happy hour. Now the night is about 110. 110 Thailand beer, so 110 is about 34 34 baht 3 times is you know 110. It's about like $3, 3.25 depends. But this is the cost of the beer here at Thailand. If you add an you know an export beer, usually you pay an extra 10 baht. But if you buy like something like Corona, they have another one's called, I cannot remember, I never take it, take that kind of beer like Corona. That one is at 150 baht, so it's about $4 that one. But if you still stuck with the Thailand beer, well, it's pretty good anyway. Yeah, $3 the beer, pop. Anyhow, that's what we got about this one. On this one, we have wait for the puck drop back. Will be interesting how it's going to be the end of the first period. It's still a little bit less, 6 minutes. About that, a lot of fight the last game. Nozen against Ericola. Backstrom was a good player in the 60s. I remember him as a right winger. Here you go, Ralph Backstrom. I have a couple of years with the Montreal and the Los Angeles Kings. I think he went to the Blues too. Anyhow, go back now, get out of the zone. Hurricane, Martinook, bring it back behind the net. You know, the Hurricane guys is the type that the team is dumping in and chase the puck. And dumping in, chase the puck, and crash the net. That's what they are. The blue collar, Rob Brandamo. The puck go behind the net. When it checks, leave the puck the right side. DD and Marino, I think, but Doug Emerson, battle now with the Devils. The puck bouncing back, get out of the zone. Intercept the Hurricane. Bring the puck again in front of the net. Martino try to get the puck on the right corner. Bring the puck to Kokanemi. Bring the puck at the blind. Intercept by Slavin. Bring to Burns. Shoot the puck for the net. Miss the net barely. Go back to Kokanemi on the wall. Kokanemi looking out on the back door to Brent Burns. Fire puck again. Block and shoot the net. Block shot. Go back on the right side. Kokanemi. Hurricane all over. Bring puck in front of the net. And turn around. And they will get out of the zone by McLeod. McLeod hold the puck 3-2 versus for the Hurricane. Go back on the right side. Attaqué by Hughes. Hughes the pass upon the back door. Intercept by Hurricane. Turn around after miss communication between the Devils and the Hurricane. Great play by shoot puck in front of the net. Tip by Luke Hughes. Bring the puck outside the zone. What a great move by Sebastian Aho. Don't put the puck again by Hurricane. Go back on that side. Like Luke Hughes. Bring the puck around the board. All the way back to Marino. Pass the puck in front. Turn around by Sekesh. The puck bouncing in front of the net and get out of the zone by Luke Hughes. Pass the puck in the zone. Intercept by Sekesh. Return the puck back in front of the bench of the Devils. Recovery by the Devils. And kick the puck right there by Parat. Pass the puck left side. Now go back around. Back to Nico O'Shire. Turn around by the by the Devils, go back to the blind, control the puck, Smith, shoot the puck, black shot by Jarvis, return the puck outside the zone, the puck bouncing back on defensive zone, reset by Joshua Pratt. Pratt pass the puck, intercept by Hurricane. House coming on. A great recovery between Brendan Schmidt and Marino. And go back now by the Devils, all the puck by the captain, don't play by the right side, don't go back behind the net by Woods, pressure behind the net, 3:39 to go remaining on this first period. Don't play by Hurricane, recovery by Ericola, pass the puck to the D, control around the board, by Luke Hughes, I believe. Go back again by the Hurricane, don't play by the right side when it's check chasing. Doug Evington is the first one to get there. Run the puck to the D. Set up now by Kevin Baugh. When the Devils, I believe, play 11-7, 11 forward, 7 and defensemen. Anyhow, recovery by the Hurricane to the board in front of Anderson. Go back in neutral zone. Sheffield, we have a don't play by Hurricane behind the Vanishek. Intercept the puck, go back D by the Hurricane, by the Devils. Now stretch by neutral zone. Tip right now behind Anderson. Wave by the Leisman. Recovery behind the net by Timo Meyer. Bring puck all the way back to opposite corner. Intercept by the Hurricane. Going to regroup on defensive zone. Bring the puck at the goal line. Go back D. Burns pass the puck to Jordan Stahl. Kick by the Devils. Recovery run out by Tatar. Battle for the left side. First one get out Slavin. Run the puck behind the net to Jordan Stahl. Stahl with the puck. Use the board. Don't pin the puck in neutral zone. Intercept by the Devils. Control the puck. We're going to regroup. 2:35 to go remaining on this game. Go back now. Holding the puck by Stevenson. Stevenson hold the puck again. Turn around by the Devils. Control the puck now. Long stretch pass on neutral zone by McLeod. Turn around by Hurricane. Bring the puck to the wall. Attacking at 2-1. Go back to Nikish in front. Tip the puck. It's score like this. This happening. The only way that the Hurricane, this is a prototype, a goal by the Hurricane, guys. The turnover, and they take advantage, the quick up, scoring hockey, a quick up, and then Martin Nikash scored his third goal of the playoff asleep by Martinook. I told you, Martinook have an amazing, great playoff for the Hurricane, and they tied the game at the end of the first period. This is a goal where the Hurricane are going to be really excited to come back on the second period. Venice couldn't do anything after Nikash tipped the puck in front of the net. That's a goal for the Carolina to tie the game, guys. 1-1. Nikash is third of the playoff. That's all. That's what we got right away here for the 8. Wow. 2:12 to go remaining. On base on terrain, they have Olympia and Falstaff, Bulldozer, No Light Beer back, and then Jake McEnroe is in the house. Welcome back, Jake and McEnroe. Thanks so much to be with us. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. We appreciate a lot to be the Hockey Nation show. And the Hurricane now just tied the game that way after a turnover at the neutral zone, created by the Devils. Anyhow, they go back on the right corner of Anderson. The Devils won the battle. Skating went out left and right. And then Hurricane going to get out of the zone. Don't play a part in Hamilton going to recover. Hamilton return the puck to the wall. Tip by the Devils. Intercept by the Hurricane. Don't play the puck again. Action the puck for the last 10 minutes of that game. Most of the time between both defensemen. That's what we got. Sekash pass the puck now to Burns. It was Slavin. Go back now to Howe. Howe winning now. Shoot the puck in the left corner. Don't put the puck on the left side. But they was going to try to get a puck on zone. Now intercept by is Jarvis. Bring the puck to Burns. Burns back to Slavin. Slavin hold the puck. Bring the puck to neutral zone. Tip by Howe. Don't put the puck on the right side. When it checks chasing by and Marino. 90 seconds to go remaining on the first period. Go back around the Devils. Intercept by Hurricane. Try the puck around at the left side. Don't play by behind the net. Jordan Stahl will now change the direction. Bring the puck to the line. Set up now by Slavin. Back to Burns. Fire puck. A black shot by the Devils. The puck go out of the play. Going to reset now on the left side of the Vanecek. That's what we got right there. William McLary is in the house. Larry, the honeymoon, still us on the comedy live about 70 years later. And I have a coach. It looked like he's got a gun in the house. Got and again, yeah. Very storm right now outside. Here we go. Click. Devils find a way to get a puck outside the zone. Intercept Hurricane to the board. And they'll go behind the net, set up, and Martin in front of the net, take in front of the net, can make sure the puck rebound the left side. Finally, the Devils don't put the puck, possibly, or did it offside, create by the Devils after Kokanemi knocked the door. Kokanemi left and right, see what's going on, and possibly we'll get that call after a turnover. Vanecek make a big save again, Kokanemi, and then we have Eric Ola, don't put the puck out of the play. And the puck it went out straight of the stand, and they're going to get now on the left side of Vanecek. 2-minute power play now for Hurricane. This is the first power play of the night between both teams. Puck over the glass by Eric Ola. Penalty delayed of the game. Now winning by Hurricane. Pass the puck to Burns. Burns on the blind. Bring the puck to Jordan Saul. Bring in front of the net. Recovery now on the right side. Return the puck to the wall. Go back to Nikash. Nash to Burns. Burns to Nikash at the wall. Now Nikash on the back door. Don't put the puck over Jarvis. The Devils try to puck outside zone. Icing the puck at the red line. Recovery by the Burns. Pass the puck now by is it Kokanemi? Go back around, kick out the puck to Jarvis. It was Nikash. I apologize. Now Marino try puck around the board. Intercept by the blind by Burns. Burns walk at the blinds now. It's coming now. Looking now. Pass the point from the net to Jarvis at the bumper. The puck bouncing back left side. Noison try to get the puck. The Devils try to figure out the puck. Intercept now by the Hurricane. Burns shoot the puck. Black shot in front of the net. Go back on the left side. Tip right out by Bastion. Intercept by Nikash. The puck go back and with 14 seconds to go. And the icing again for the Devils going to be the end of this period. We're going to restart the second period, guys, on the power play for the Hurricane. That spits that out. Here we go, guys. We have 20 minutes already played at the Prudential Center Arena in New Jersey. and Midland. The score 1-1. First of all, the New Jersey Devils strike the first goal of the night. Came for Jack Hughes after he tipped the pass from Timo Meier at 1:55. Then at 17:40 at the end of the period at 2 minutes 20 seconds remaining, Martin Nikash scored the start of the playoff. 2-1 came on the breakaway, by the way. Martinuk and Slavin got an assist on that one. And that's concluded, guys. All the goal we got after 20 minutes. The score 1-1. 9 shots for the Carolina, 8 for the New Jersey. 1 power play so far during the game. That gives you a resume of the first period between the Carolina Hurricanes and the New Jersey Devils at the Prudential Center. And, of course, the Carolina lead after this series by 2-1. That's all. Don't forget the Kraken host tonight, the Dallas Stars. We know the Kraken beat the Dallas Stars the last game for the score 7-2. And they take the lead now, the series by 2-1 versus the Star. So that's what we got tonight at the Hockey Nation Show. We appreciate that to be with us tonight. Don't forget to click on that. And then we'll be back tomorrow night for the game number 4 between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers lead 3-0. There we go. That's what we got on this night. On a great Tuesday night, May 9, 2023. Look like the weather is getting better and Canada. Give me time to set up all the update here, guys, of the stats, so you can figure out what's going on. We want to thank all the moderators tonight. We want to thank RG Calabro, of course, and all the people in the chat. You guys, I'm very grateful having each one of you night after night during the playoff at 2023. We'll be here, guys, until to the end, until the last game of the playoff. I don't go nowhere. I'm going to be performing every single night. Don't forget our show every Sunday morning, 11 o'clock. It's called the Abrange Your Sunday Rendezvous. A special edition playoff. Marco Larabi and Artap join me live the Sunday morning. We talk about different things about NHL, Montreal Canadiens. It's a show not missing every Sunday morning, weekend. We have a branch. Luciano cook the morning for us. He giving some grind, the brains, the beans, and then the eggs, and the toast, and the ham. And he does a great job, Luciano. He's a chef of the app branch at Your Sunday Rendezvous. And the reason people asking me, why not Danny? Because Danny will eat the food. So we don't want Danny to be around the food a lot. We don't invite him a lot. We want to be sure. Danny is a guy for the shrimp. So, but I just want to share what's going on here. So thanks to be with us tonight at the Hockey Nation Show. Mr. Enartap knocked the door. Welcome back, Mr. Enartap. We forgot you. Apologize. I think Marco Larabi is around too. Is it Marco? I'm not sure. Yamo Vardanen, welcome back in the house. Sorry, guys, I did not looking about what's going on here and the conversation. We'll see what happened in here. Gators, Rock Tim T, guys, a big fan of the Florida Panthers, live in Thailand. He is happy right now, smiling, and they celebrate the Panthers. What's going on with them? Congratulations for your team. The long and the short night are out for every team, I believe. Then we have a couple of people. Yamo, like I said, nickname is Johnny Cash. Yamo Vertanen for Martin the Cash. Marco Larabi, like I said, knocked the door. Welcome back, coach. The chair won first, the one on the Hurricane in the land, beat the wrestling for New Zealand with one excellent 200 miles per hour. The Hurricane, I've been in the Hurricane many times in my life. Not some experience, you maybe not the one to be. Also love Marchand. Not to be a coach now, different type of the player for an old coach. Yep, right there. Here we go. Try to get there. Echo, do you see Evander Kane don't play again? Yeah, you talk about the cross-checking again. Petrangelo, you're absolute about this. Ross, what a bad play by him again. Kane, that's the kind of, the Kadri, Evander Kane, the Michael Bonding, those kind of players, like, they play with, at the limits or the boundaries, and then sometimes they go over. And that paid the price at some point. Maybe under trouble. If it's out, yes, Yamo, Eskinen, you can see without him, the team is not looking good the same way. I agree with you about that. I don't know about his face after it got hit the pocket. He looked, it was a day today. He was not confirmed out yet, but it will be interesting. He's going to be there. Here we go. Coach or leave going to be sweeper. I feel that way, Randy. Now that again, I understand. It's funny because I don't like the controversy, but I like the fact sometimes about I do my poll question every day, and then 2 days ago or yesterday, not this morning, yesterday or maybe I don't know when. Anyhow, I asked a question about the Toronto Maple Leafs. OMG, all the comments. It's funny to read that. They already trashed the team, everything like that. But look, guys, they have 9 period against the Panthers right now. Right? They lost 4-2 in internet. They lost the last game again 3-2. It's not like Leafs are far bad. They cannot capitalize on the goal. They can hammer the Panthers. That game is us. It's sad because that's really could be 3-0 Toronto. I'm telling you right now, without Bobrovsky and little bit luck around, Toronto can lead 3-0 that playoff. It could losing 2-1, or it can lead 2-1, obviously 0-3. I understand that. But if you're Sheldon Key right now, you have to build that way. You need to right now to focusing on one game at a time, one period at a time, and only go that direction. That's it. That's all. Winning every shift and stay positive. Don't look the outcome right now is 0-3. It's 0-0. This is the Super Bowl game right now, tomorrow night. And if we win, we have another Super Bowl after that. And that's all. It's all about the mindset, how you prepare. It's a momentum. I don't know. You win tomorrow night, you go back in Toronto. It's shifting. I don't said they were going to win. I don't said they're going to win the series too. I just said the overview of the playoff series between Toronto and Florida don't show exactly the outcome right now 3-0 in my opinion. But the problem is again the core, the 4 top players, 0 goal, 4 assists, -10, 49 shots for all of them. Out of the 4 assists, Matthew have 2 assists. Cannot win without them, right? So we'll be interested to see how they're going to respond tomorrow night. And the Panthers are no pressure. They want to finish this quickly, be better for them. But they're going to show up again tomorrow night. And they have to figure out, Randy, how they can go through the Bobrovsky. So, guys, last Sunday, a bunch of food fell on the floor. Hopefully, it still tastes good. Yeah, Luciano, I didn't have no complaining, Luciano. I don't feel anybody was sick because Roger cleaned very well the floor. So, that's happening, Luciano. Now, it's time to bet late for the cup as our big Yamo. I agree with you about that one over there. For big cash, Yamo. The Sunday brunch is scrambled leg with crickets legs top with fried dog. Here we go. That's a great meal to get there. It's healthy. That's the boasty about that one over there. Mr. 1705, good evening. Welcome aboard. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. CG can't get a suspension. I didn't see that. But someone can remind me, maybe give more information about that. Spot on 1705, the channel. I understand, again, you lose that fight, Danny, and I understand for the fans completely. The lead player are super soft for Getter said, again, we said, I'm a Leaf fan, I'm down, frustrated, out mentality. About that, about the Leaf, Danny. Like the Kofoga cannot be doing what they did other night. It's Manor, Matthew, and Allender. Here we go. Airbreaker, Heartbreaker for Mac Cooper. Coach and her Justin Williams talking about the early comeback from 0-3. He said the key was every single player have to truly believe they could come back, no exception, every single player. Yes, this is everything, William, about that. It's happened, not happened a lot, right? It's a long road, but it's like, guys, I've been to the, you know, marathon. I claimed the 14 at the Colorado. They have 52 of them, I believe they are. I did 13 of them. And it's a mental game. One, you see, you at the bottom of the mountain, right? You have to. It would take hours to get there, right? You're going to face to the rain. You may be faced to the snow. You're going to adversity. Your backpack is about 6-7 pounds on your back, and then you have to go all the way up over there, and you have to go maybe on the rock side. It will be sliding. It will be maybe big rock around you, and then you have to go on the edge, and it's not easy. And you're going to climb this for hours until to the top, and then you go at the half, and then you have the pressure of the altitude hit your head. You have a headache possible. All the preparation, whatever is the preparation you prepare before, you don't know what you're going to be faced in front of you. And if you see this already in your head, you're going to never make it. Never make it. And if you think to do it with time and you don't make at the time, you're going to be discouraged. My point to you is the same thing. If you see right now the 0-3 in front of you, you're going to see this is too big to come back. But you only see this one game at a time. That's it, that's all. That's the only thing you can do. It's one game at a time. You try to go now lower or simplify everything. And starting what you said, William, believe of yourself, regroup together, and have fun, right? They have 2 days right now to recovery. And I think for them, it's maybe the time right now to go all together. And you have a great story about yesterday where John Tavares, they have a dinner at the hotel. And Luke Shine stepped up and he said, no, we don't go to eat at the hotel. Let's go to the restaurant somewhere. Let's have some fun tonight. And not thinking about 48 hours only hockey. And that's what this is the kind of players like Luke Shine and Renaud Raleigh can change a little bit and just drop the pressure of the players right now. And that's happening. So Luke Shine called a restaurant and they all eat together outside. And I don't say they was wrong, but you cannot thinking hockey 48 hours right now when you're losing 0-3. And I think it was a great move for the veteran Luke Shine. But again, that's what is John Tavares. But that's another subject for another time. Great point, William McClary, about Justin Williams. Leave top 4 need to learn how to sacrifice. I was going to basically say that. No, coach, my brother did not pick up the. There we go. Sent me a sister a lot. Congratulations. Happy anniversary, Ross, for Ross, but Roger. Happy anniversary, Ross. Here we go. Leave off fragile mentally. They don't deal with setback. They need to stop giving about the outcome and just play the game. People in the chat just try to figure out what's going on. If any comments here, everything like that. I see that the app come back is also in series. Toronto can do it too, Barry. Yeah, absolutely about that. TV timeout, guys. About 3 minutes. Don't go nowhere. Thanks to be with our Canadian show before the second period restart. And if you don't click on the like, please don't hesitate to do that.
You made my day. You made my day.
Here we go.
You made my day. Day. You made my day. You made my day. You made my day. Day. Princess of mine, what have I done to deserve your royal time? You made my day. You made my day. Day. You just made my day. You 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 made my
Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation show. We're going to wait for the puck drop of the second period. It will be all set up now. The puck will be dropped very shortly. And we'll see what happening. Game number two. Period number two between both teams, guys. 1-1 after 20 minutes at the Prudential Center in New Jersey. Shire face to Aho. Thanks, everybody, to be a part of the show tonight. We appreciate a lot. Colby Barlow, top 10. I would be set Pierre Martin, no. But you never know. But I don't think so. Colby Barlow is going to be more about 15. Anyhow, recovery went out by I think Buffalo could get him at 13. Face off and it was on. Power play again for the Hurricane at the beginning of the second period. The Hurricane are 2-13 on the power play on the road. Intercept by the Devils. Go back on the left side. Rick Best, welcome in the house, Mr. Rick. Welcome to the Family Hockey Nation show. New subscriber, Nick Cash pass the puck to the left side, intercept behind the net by Marino. Now go back to Jarvis, run the puck all the way back on the left side, go back to Burns, back again to the left side, a little bit too far for Ao. Battle with Brendan Smith, and then recovery by the Hurricane behind to Nick Cash, now to Jarvis, back to Burns, back to Howe at the left side, back to Burns, the blue line. Burns looking now, looking back to Howe at the left side, back to Burns, fire puck, black shot, the puck bouncing back behind Vanecek, a battle now, and Hurricane going to get out, the Devils going to dump the puck, where Evans strength right now, and back at normal 5 versus 5. Coach, you strike me as the type of the coach that player would be go through a while for motivation and key, and you have that quality right the person. Thanks so much, William. Yeah, it's funny you said that, William. I think I was always been known that way. I would take some time an average team, and I'm going to better every year because I think we play as a team. Where I learned for that many years ago, 20 years ago, I started to study how you build a team together, how you make a player better as individually players, and how do you build a team together. So I read a ton of book about coaching and any sport. I'm always been fascinated for me the football coaches, NCAA or NFL, how they run a 53 men together, how they build because NFL team coach, head coach like Bill Walsh, example. I would study him. I really study a lot Wooden, John Wooden, for the one he won his 10 straight NCAA basketball. How he did that, it was about the details, right? Anyhow, I can go like this. This is really where my passion is. If you want to talk about passion I have, it's not the X and O. It's the mental of the game, the mindset of the game. That's what really I'm all fired up every time because it's really where I believe you can get the best of the best for everyone around you, the way you talk. Anyhow, the Hurricane find a way to get a puck back by Brent Burns. Burns attacking on the left side, on the right side. Keep control the puck, try to get in front of the net, tip by the Devils, finally still the pipe by Eric Ola, bring the puck behind, returning to the left side of Vanecek. The Devils right now don't play the puck. The beginning of the second period is all about the the Hurricane so far. Anyhow, Slavin get hit, Hughes, I believe. Look like Hughes is shaky, guys. It's something we have to pay attention about that. Go behind the net, recovered by Timo Meyer. So pay attention, guys. Anybody get some kind of update about Jack Hughes? I believe he was. I don't think so. My recovery now by Hurricane. The Devils by Luke Hughes. Don't play the puck. Intercept now by Hurricane. Don't play the puck. The left side of the Vanecek. Recovery. Shoulder check. New plus coming for Hurricane. Go back now. Controlled by the Devils. Go back to the left side. Transition, neutral zone. Don't play puck by Jasper Bratt. Turn around and Hurricane recovery. Go back now. By intercept again. Both teams exchange the puck. And finally, Chatfield return puck behind Vanecek. Intercept the puck. Go back. DDD. Go back now, neutral zone. Set up by Justin Bratt. A great move. Keep control the puck. Kick out the puck left side. The puck stay in the zone of the Devil. Turn around right now by the Devil by Palat. Go back in the bench. Recovery by Hurricane. Don't play the puck neutral zone. And kick out over Brendan Smith. Exit New York Rangers. Smith gave the puck outside the zone. Go back in neutral zone. Set up by the Devils. Extend the puck with Hurricane. Go back to McLeod. McLeod find a way to go back to Ao. Both number 20. Extend the puck. You don't put the puck behind Vanecek. Recovery by Smith. Tip went out by Bastion. Chased by McLeod with Petchek on the wall. Joined by Wood. And finally, the Sekes don't play the puck all the way behind Vanecek. Again, Vanecek play the puck a lot behind him many times. Go back to the Devils. Go regroup. DDD. Set up on the zone. Don't play the puck by Wood. Wood control the puck now. Bring to McLeod. McLeod's coming. No chance to shoot the puck. Recovery by, I believe it was Stephen. Go back to Woods. Wood in front of the bench. Don't play the puck on the side. Anderson going to recovery. Left 16 minutes to go remaining. Chasing by McLeod with Brent Burns. Now hit by the Devils. The puck go outside. Keep the puck in the zone. Intercept by Kevin Baugh. Put the puck behind to Eric Ola. Ola control the puck. Ola try get. Now finally decide to get out of the zone. Go to recovery. Don't put the puck in the zone. In front of the bench and set up by the Devils. Allow the puck all the way back. Intercept by Jack Hughes. Now it's coming Jack Hughes at the left side. Anderson. Back in the back door. Myers shoot the puck. Miss the net. Recovery by Anderson. Hit Anderson. We'll be interested. We'll see the call of that one and see what it look like. The puck goes slightly back on defensive zone. A nice scene. But it go all the way back. Anderson, a little bit shaky, but nothing bad about that. And that's what we got. Wow. Hughes got squeezed between the wall and Slavin. Attacking, come on, Vinny. Not even one is sleeping. There we go. A lot of people in the chat talking shut out. Thanks so much to be with our Kenny Show. Nicolas de Goubi-Bono is in the house. Bonsoir, mon Nicolas. Merci d'être avec nous. On apprécie beaucoup. Power play, guys, for the Carolina Hurricane for the second power play of the night for the Hurricane. 2-minute interference for the goaltender. Again, the goaltender. The unit number 2 for Timo Meier back in the play box. 36%. 12. 15. 12 giveaway, guys, by the Devils so far. Amazing. Mr. Matt, pourrais me dire le classement des équipes de la loterie de hier? Ben, je pourrais dire les 3 équipes. On va commencer avec les Chicago Blackhawks. Falloué, Burn sur le puck. Tip the puck and miss the net. Recovered by the Devils. Get out of the zone. Attacking by Rick Olas. Coming on the right side. Anderson. Point for net. Tip over the head of the Anderson by McLeod. Go behind the net. Chicago, Anaheim, Columbus, San Jose, Montreal, Arizona. Philadelphia, Washington. Following by the Detroit. Number 10, I cannot recall it, number 10. Anyhow, go back on the right side. 16 is Nashville. 15 is Nashville. 16 Calgary. 14 Pittsburgh. 13 Buffalo. 12 Arizona from Ottawa Senator. And I missed one at 2, 11, 12, 11, 10. Vancouver, number 11. I missed number 10. Vanecek make a save with the glove. No rebound. Number 10, number 10, number 10, number 10. I cannot recall it. I apologize. Bon, ça me donne une idée. Les Canadiens ont resté numéro 5, Matt. Oui, bien d'accord. Salut, coach. Luc Lafortune in the house. Welcome back, Luc Lafortune. Les Winnipeg Jets, ils vont être, je crois, peut-être qu'ils vont être 17, Matt, ou 18. Ça va dépendre de la Floride. go back around the board behind Vanecek. 1 minute to go remaining on the power play for the Hurricane. Go back battle now with Jesper fast. The both 71 hit each other. Hurricane win the battle right now, bring it back to the wall. Battle now with Kevin Bob. Believe the puck start right now. The Hurricane try to get a puck around. Chasé by Drouet. Finally, puck bouncing back on defensive zone, going to recovery. Like I said, the Hurricane are 2-14 on the road on the power play. Go skating right now. Could be shared. Bring the puck to the left side. Attacking by Jesper fast. Bring the puck to the right side with the check. Chasing out. No icing. Recovery by Drouet. But they will find a way to get a puck. And icing the puck. New plus coming for both teams. 20 seconds to go remaining on this power play. Recovery now by Paul Stachny. Pass the puck around the board. Back to Stachny. Drop the puck back. Skating right now by is it Pesci? Pesci's coming to the side. I should have point for the tip. And for the nobody was in front of the net for the Devils. Turn around right now. Go back behind the net. Set up by by Hurricane. Go back at the blind. Set up by Jordan Stahl. Should have puck tip in front of the net over Vanecek. Recovery by Marino. The puck bouncing back out of the play. We're going to reset now with a little bit over 13 minutes to go remaining on this 2-shot during the power play for the Devils, but not good enough to capitalize and take the lead 2-1. We're under the TV time. Well, guys, don't go nowhere. We appreciate a lot to be with the Hockey Nation Show. Maintenant, elle est restée presque exactement, et c'était sauf que les 3 premiers. Chicago gagné les 3. Tu as bien raison, mon Pierre Martin. Merci d'être avec nous. And after Bedell, Fantilli, Carlson, and Smith are gone. Who do you take? Ce n'est pas mal. Look at très bien. Here we go. Pas encore les tenants francophones anglophones. Vous êtes les anglais. Here we go. Bon. Nicolas, we have a TV time. Guys, don't go nowhere. Talking about Mitchell, guys, another rumor get out yesterday. The fact that possible he stay 2 more years after the 4 years. So if you follow a little bit, I did some search yesterday. And if you look about all the players, the only one did not do it is Ovechkin. But if you talk about Kaprizov and if you look about Panarin, 2 excellent players, maybe the best 2 players for Russia at some point. Kaprizov stay over there. And Panarin, guys, they come in NHL only after 6 years and a KHL. So they came in NHL about 24 years old. So that possible if you pick up Michkov. A lot of team, the concern around the NHL, around Michkov is this way. Now, Hurricanes coming short back. And a but! Another turnover in front of the net. And the Carolina Hurricanes take the lead 2-1. Again, Nick Cash score. Gave the lead 2-1. Again, the Devils. A turnover. Again, the Hurricane hit you all the way the same way all the time in front of the net. They crash. A turnover by Nick Cash. And Nick Cash pass the puck to the right side. Again, in front of that, nobody. Where is Doug Hamilton on that one? Where is Doug Hamilton? That would be my biggest question. Palat Hamilton, guys, what the heck is going on with Doug Hamilton? And that's it. 2 rebounds, 2 tip in front of the net, and Nick Cash score, and the Devils take the lead. Not the Carolina Hurricanes score 2-1. Wow. 12:34 to go remaining. Nick Cash, 4 of the players, 4 of the night, 4 of the playoff for Nick Cash. Jesus. Nick Cash for asset by Pesci. Go back again. The defensive zone of the New Jersey. It's not decision in a tap. True, but I think it followed the money. Like I said, in a tap, it would take him possible 6 years before to come in NHL. That was the rumor happening yesterday. It's still at 24 years old. It's not end of the world, right? But what do you do with his development without Miskov? I'll go pick him up myself. I have to. Here's my I think the Montreal Canadiens could trade Michkov. Here's my. I'm coming with something the next today or tomorrow, whatever. And for the people in the chat, if you want to hear that, my propositions is it. All right, Michkov, Montreal Canadiens could trade with the Washington Capitals from 5 to 8, and from 8 they request the pick number 40 for the Washington Capitals, and the Washington Capitals get Michkov. This is what, if ever the Capitals want Michkov. So you drop to 8, you're going to get, less a player like maybe not like Michkov, I understand that. But if Carlson is out already, and if Smith is out, I think for me, Montreal would be better to trade to Washington, let them to get Michkov, pick number 8. Now, 6, 7, who is going to get? I believe Rainbacher could be out. I think possible Leonard could be out. But still have Oliver Moore. You still have Dvorsky. You still have Gabe Perreault. I can go all the way. You still have Zach Benson, by the way, at that position possible. So the Montreal can get another good players, and they get the select number 40, and then they don't have that kind of pressure. You know how Montreal works, and Montreal, to say, oh my God, Michkov. And I think that would be something I was looking for if I was Montreal Canadiens. Again, this is only, I did not go deep about the Washington trade. I don't think so. They will trade McMichael or a prospect with the pick number 1. But I think they could get Montreal the pick number 40. So they would select number 37 and number 40 second round. Now, current round by Hurricane, offside at the line. We're going to reset now on the other side. So that will be get her remark. Michkov, father, was trying to get him out of his contract, and rest is Just has gone square 6.10 game. I expect more from him. Matt, anyone? Are you surprised Chicago take a Kane? They are 17 years ago and the first pick for Chicago. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Patrick Kane. Go back now in the zone. 10:45 to go remaining on the second period, guys. Carolina 2, usually 1. I was trying to stay in the house. Alan Barnes, thanks so much to be with the Hockey Nation show. Go back around. Whether left over and ran and end up in the part that about that. Go back again by Stevenson, bring the puck in front of the bench. Ricardo at Devil, don't play the puck behind the goaltender. Anderson, go back around, intercept now. And the Hurricane don't the puck in the puck bouncing back, intercept now by Justin Stahl. Hold the puck now. Stahl control around the Benechek. Stahl keep controlling the puck, bring in front of the net. The puck rebound. Go back now and Pesci score. And the Hurricane guys score like that and take it back the lead 3-1. Ouch. This one's going to be the Hurricane. Forgot to change that goal, by the way. I apologize for that one. 3-1 for the Hurricane. This time is Pesci score for the Hurricane. Ouch. This one guy is going to be hurt. What a great shot. Screen by Thomas Tatar. If you look about the defensive zone of everybody is low. And wow. Wow. Can we assist again another blowout? Two, three installed. Wow. It is what it is. Less than 10 minutes. We all just crossed the halfway. Shoot for the Devils. Stop by Anderson. Go back to the board. Intercept now by the Devils behind the net. Control now by Nico Shire. Battle with that way. Intercept now by Slavin. Slavin Rindberg around the board. And down at the neutral zone. Stuck over there. Mr. Terry is in the house. How about Mitchell trade to Blackhawks for Mitchell pick? No. I would be disagree for that one over there. Chicago doesn't want Mitchell, and then the Chicago guys, it's all about Bedard. Nowhere, Bedard is not going to go nowhere. About that. If you go that way, Terry, if you want to get better, that would cost you your first round pick. And the Carolina can score again. It's 4-1. It's Jasper Fast. Score is 4 of the playoff, guys. Again, another blowout. Unbelievable, guys. 3 goals. And the first 11 minutes of the second period take the lead. Can we call back Vinnychuk now to the bench? Will be interesting to see Lindy Ruff. But wow. That now this is going to be a bad sign. A turnover behind the net. A create by the fourth checking. Again, Martinuk in the middle of that one. Shoot for the blue line. By the Hurricane. Rebound in front of the net. Tic-tac-toe. And that way, the Fast scored the 4 goal of the Hurricane. Time we talk about Montreal Canadiens, the Hurricane scored 3 goals. Ouch. This is going to be hurt. Ouch. Whoa. If you're Devils, you're not happy about that. We have a TV timeout, a timeout by the Devils, then the Rough. That's crazy fast goal on the Real with conversion from the Devils. Exactly, William. You can see that back to back. What is going on with New Jersey? The one lack of the cover in front of the net, in my opinion. 16 goal, 16 shot, guys, versus 4 goal. Wow. Devils right now in control of this game again, only to the end. It's going to be another boring game. Sorry about that, guys. Well, we're going to do the best we can. Now we can talk about everything else. Go back now to the Devils. Now stretch pass, intercept by Joseph Stahl. Recovery now by Nick Cash. Point in front of that. Tip by Drury. And get out of the zone by the Devils at the blue lines. Coming to the red line. Hold the puck now. Don't play the puck on that side. We're going to recovery by the Hurricane. Pass the puck to the board. Intercept now by Luke Hughes. Luke Hughes changes direction. Kick out the puck to the D. Returning by the Devils. It's set back to Hughes. Hughes attacking now. Hold the puck. Kick out the puck to Wood. Wood now the right side. Shoot the puck. Anderson make a save. The puck bouncing back to the wall. Battle now by the Devils. Luke Hughes control the puck. Luke changes direction again. What a great skater he is. Luke Hughes. Battle now for the puck. And then intercept by Hurricane. Don't put the puck in the zone. Set up now by the Devils and for the bench. And don't play the puck on the right side of the Anderson. Recovery by Hurricane. Pass the puck to the board. Don't play the puck on the right left side of Vinnychuk. Recovery by Stevenson. Kick out the puck to Jasper Pratt. Long stretch pass now. At the accept by Nicole Sharp. Lose the puck and recovery by Kokanemi. Kokanemi is coming now. Hold the puck to the wall. Bring the puck behind the net. Win the puck on the board and recovery by the Devils. Devils bring the puck to the red line. Controlling now by the turnaround. Intercept now by the Kane. On don't play puck on the left side of Vinnychuk. Recovery by Justin Fast. Fast now hit the puck. Get hit solidly. Recovery by Nikash. Kokanemi bring the puck to Burns. Fire the puck and score. Brent Burns score. And go through the goaltender, Vinnychuk. And this guy is 5-1. This is going to be the end of Vinnychuk for sure. And wow. I'm speechless, guy. I don't know what to tell you. Schmidt's coming now between the pipe. And that's it. That's all for Vinnychuk. Wow. Burns, first goal of the playoff, guys. Burns, only 1 goal. I sit by Konkaniemi at Jasper Fast. The goalie chance now. Schmidt's coming. I spent a little blowout. Here we go. Au revoir. Matt, salut mon Matt. On se reparle plus tard. Pas de problème, mon Matt. Chicago is back. Here we go. Je pense que les Yves vont perdre malheureusement mon Matt. Bon, d'accord. Heureusement pour moi, Matt. Nick, do you heard the rumor? That's the ball game. Wow, what a game. KLS, KLS is a big fan for Carolina Hurricanes, so he's really happy about that one over there. As a hockey fans, guys, listen, I like every team. Like, not that I like them, but it's not matter who win at the end of the day for me. I'm not involved with any Montreal Canadian, right? But as hockey fans, I hate this. I hate right now the playoff NHL 2023. And I respect every fans in the chat right now. Cheer for your team. It's just not fun. 5-1 already. Last night, Edmond Vegas 5-1. The night the Kraken 7-2. And we can go all the way like that. It's just not fun to watching the playoff right now. Of course, KLS enjoyed the Carolina Hurricane, and I understand that. I understand. But for me, out of the playoff, watching that, I said, okay, it is what it is. But I don't know. I just feel that way. I apologize. Just my feeling about that. Michael Cournoyer, the Chevreuil, back in the house. Well, everyone want more goal, Luciano. Yes, but I don't know. We lost that. And again, it's nothing against you guys or the chat or it just feel not the same. It's honeymoon night. Thank you, Ralph. Can we get bowling team? Larry Lavalley. Larry Lavalley right now is the bowling team. Yeah. Larry did it again. Another strike for Larry. Second round is the worst round, Marco. Welcome, Michael, by the way, to May blowout for sure. Some people are giving up in my game. 5:23 to go remaining, guys. 5-1 for the Devils. For the Canada, again, the Devils. Not looking good for the Devils, Michael. You're absolutely right. Can we have round one upset in our top? Not a bad comments in our top about that. When you are upset like that, when we go to hit the over Steve G, you should get there. Now, good comment in our top. And I'll go back now on the left side of the Anderson. Shire right now. Delay penalty for the Carolina Hurricane. The Devil hold the puck now to Jack Hughes, attacking on the right side. Show the puck, miss the net, completely the puck, go back on the left side. I'm going to a whistle at 4:49 to go remaining. Power play number one for the Devils tonight. Again, the Carolina Hurricane. We have another TV timeout. Don't go nowhere. Coach, don't invite Kevin Weeks to help with the Turkey Awards next year. He will mix up the card and everyone will think it was fixed, Marco. Kevin Weeks. Yeah, missed a kind of conversation, but something happening last night between the Kevin Weeks and the NHL and the commercial of the TV. And I know that creates some kind of controversy and everything like that. And I can hear you, Marco, about that, Kevin. Maybe the power play would give Devils some live. They need that for sure. KLS was 1-0 win for the Browns over the Bulls. Absolutely incredible game. Got it, William. Enjoy. Yeah. What about this, Marco, in our top? My trade with the Washington Capitals. You trade Michkov or you trade the pick number 5. If Michkov is on the board for the Washington Capitals, number 8, and you get number 40, pick second round in return. Do you make that trade or not? The importance of having a solid second goalie and even third goalie has been seen now. The game has become the faster, tough, and demanding to have one goalie go to the distance. Roger is in the house. Welcome back in the house. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation Live Show. And we finally got a move date, guys. Moving up July 17th. Can wait. Oh, you made congratulations, Marco. Forgot about that one over there. I was trying what was going on with NHL, Marco. I forgot to click on the likes on the time, so we have still 4 minutes to go remaining. Power play for the Devils coming out. Draw the puck behind Shire, bringing the puck to Hamilton, bringing the puck to the wall. Back again to at the blue line. Skinning went out by Hughes. Gave the puck now to Meyer. Meyer passed the puck, tip it to Shire. Shire hold the puck now, return the puck to Hughes. Hughes went out, control the puck at the wall, coming back to the dust. Fire puck, black shot, but he can't recover by Hughes. Backs the puck to his brother, Luke Hughes. Back to Hughes. Old brother on the power play. Back to Hughes, back to Jack. Jack hold the puck, bring the puck to the bumper, shoot puck. And we tip in front of the net. Save by Anderson. Meyer thought the goal was in. About that great play between both brother Hughes. Wow. Nice, Marco. Congratulations about this. Happy anniversary, Mr. Roger, for that one over there, by the way. Eva. There we go. Eva. First off, now on the left side of Anderson, you're welcome. At the left side of Anderson, battle with Ericola, winning by the Devils. Hold the puck to the board, leave the puck behind the net, back to Ericola. Hold the puck behind the net, battle with Mercer, chasing one out. Devil win the battle, go back to the blind, walk in by Stevenson. Pass the puck now to Pratt. Pratt to Stevenson, kick out the puck to the left side. Devil attacking now to Mercer. Mercer change the direction, hold the puck to the wall, printing by the Hurricane, recovered by Ericola. Run the puck to the blind, position Pratt. Pass the puck to Stevenson. Looking now, shoot the puck, tip in front of the net. Anderson, like I said, recovered by Chatfield. Have the puck outside the zone, go to recovery. 35 seconds remaining on the power play. Between for the Devils. Wish we had all together. We would have fun tonight. Happy anniversary, Roger. Yeah, we could have together and have a good time. We can come to Thailand if you want to. Go back now by Palat, playing by the blind. Set up now by the Hurricane. Back to Stevenson. Kick out the puck. Return to Palat. Palat hold the puck again to Stevenson. Kick out by the Mercer. Recovery in front of the bench. And the Devils gave the puck all the way back at the Devils at the Hurricane. 5 seconds to go. Evan strength over. We're going to reach now the 2:50 to go remaining on the second period. 5-1. Now attacking past Slavin. Shoot the puck. Save barely by Schmidt. The puck bouncing back all the way back. Chasing by Bastian. Bastian looking now. Putting the point from the Anderson. Save. Recovery on the left side by the Hamilton. Bring it back to opposite corner. Recovery by Hurricane. Don't play a point in the zone. Set up by Nikash. But still the puck by the Devils going to regroup on defensive zone. Back the puck in neutral zone. Tip right away by the Devils. Don't play a point on the right side. Anderson. First one to get there. Is the Hurricane, and intercept now at the left side by the pressure of McLeod. McLeod battle for the puck, intercept now by the Hurricane, get out the zone from the bench, intercept by Nikash, 1 versus 1. Nikash coming out, control the puck. We have offside at the blind, going to reset now with a little bit over 2 minutes to go remaining, guys, on this second period. 2 shots for the last power play for the Devils, but not capitalize on that opportunity. We have a TV timeout that don't go nowhere. Marcinuk 9 points on this race so far. Wow, you're absolutely right about this, Marco. Talk about him a little bit earlier. Apparently, Coach Reed, he will remain a national 2 years after 3. Yeah, so what happening? Something about trading the 5th pick in our top. So what my point is, like what we heard is Mishkov could continue to have an extra 2 years after he complete his 3 seasons with in the KHL. That bring him with a Montreal or any team at 24 years old. Panarin did it. Kaprizov did it. That's how he works in KHL usually. Now, Washington Capitals, I'm sure they love Michkov. They love Russian team. Can a Montreal Canadian trade their pick number 5 to pick number 8, and they get the second round pick for the Washington Capitals. So the Montreal Canadiens get 37 and 40. At that moment, they could get a goaltender at that man. And then from 8 to 5th, they're losing maybe Mishkov. But at 8, you can get Zach Benson, you can get Oliver Moore, you can get Rand Leonard, you can get David Rimbacher. Devoski could be there. And I think it's not like a bad loss for the Montreal Canadiens. For me, behind that is because imagine if Montreal pick up Mishkov, the reaction of the people. Many people will be upset. It's not because they pick a player because of the reaction of the fans. But I think wait 6 years, minimum 4 years to 6 years, it could be too far for the fans to understand that. And I don't know. I'm just sharing this with you about that. And I said this is the way, but it's an option. I wasn't see that anywhere. And I thought we said this because it's going to be until 26. No. So Marco, the key is contract. He usually play like Panarin and Mishkov. If you go on the TV Sport channel, someone write this this morning. Well, this morning for me or yesterday. I cannot recall it who did it. He got this information from a guy from Russia, ex-hockey players, and he really involved with the hockey and KHL. So he did not mention the name, but that's what he talked about Mishkov situation over there. I don't want to share it with you, but again, I cannot recall it. I could look about this letter and send it to you. I have a cable at CBC Air in New York, but we don't listen to Coach. It's simple. Thanks so much about that. Not sure you get Benson at number 8. I believe you will get that one over there for what I know, but maybe not. I think Philadelphia could bet Benson, but again, you can get Oliver Moore. You can get, like I said, Rimbacher or whatever it is. You can get a set another good players and return as a number 8. Don't listen to protect me. Watch on TV, but mute it. Here we go. Look, that's what I do. Me too. Less a 1 minute to go remaining, guys. This second period, 5-1. 5-1. Pabrava would have a good intel. If that's the case, there are no way I'll do that. Yep. Again, I select me. I believe I believe me. Columbus take. I'm going to make my mock draft tonight, but I believe the Columbus select. We have a turnover now attacking by Hurricane Cabina Martinique score. Oh my God. Martinique score again. Martinique is the new Wayne Gretzky right now for the Hurricane. Unbelievable, guys. Over the glove, turnover, and that's all. 6-1. There we go. We got it. You name it. So CG, you got your money there for 6-1 over there, and then Martinique score. Third of the playoff. Ouch. I don't know what to tell you right now. Why wait to 8? Just let him go if you don't want him and take the next best players. Because after that, in our tap is... you can get a second round pick and return. And then do you have a big strength between Devoski, Benson, Rimbacher, Oliver Moore, Rand Leonard, Gabe Perreault. So if you think the number 5 you're going to select as Devoski is so much better to the rest of the other players, now you keep him. But if it's not, they are all well similar, and they are almost going to be some kind of career they believe or they assume. But why not to get a pick number 40 and return? And now you can select a goaltender. Guys, 5 goals during the second period. I don't want to go all the way like that. It's just get discouraged to see that. Second period is over. We're going to give you some update. 19 goal for the shot for the Devils, 6 goal. So no goaltender for the Devils tonight. Ouch. 19 turnover gave away puck for the Devils, guys. 19. Wow. I'm speechless. 262, welcome aboard. Devon, I will agree with you about this. So let's start. Thailand coach, Luc Lafortune. Coach, grab the GoPro and walk the street this channel. They will all different tonight. Cannot let the start game early. Was said next game they went 7-2. Luc Lafortune. Point Ben coach, not many second rounder ever make it to the initial sectional. Second, not really beneficial. It's because the point behind this is you can get a goaltender. You have an extra goalie, an extra player right away there. Picks number 37, that will give you a great selection, because I don't feel like Devoski, Benson, Leonard, or whatever they are no difference between 5 to 12 or 6 if Mishkov is not there, right? They are not different between 6 to 10, example. They are all similar. Now you're going to get pick number 40. You can get that goaltender you want to. You can get a great defenseman as the 37, because you still have a good players at 37. The top this year is so deep. The top 45 players, all of them could at some point play in NHL. So for me, at least they really want a player where nobody knows about that. So would have been much interesting. Excited. Yeah, absolutely not top. It's called no goalie, no defense. New Jersey is done, left are done. Edmonton will choke 2 at 13 rookies. Coach, I would watch the guy with the snake right now. Can you chase and see? I should follow him. I follow him, but I did not recall him after that. He walked a little bit later, and then he stopped. He had a 3 guy. One guy was scary. Like I should take that one there. And then I have a recording video. I don't know what I did. I think I deleted it. I cannot find it. It was a girls walk at the bar. They was celebrate whatever it is, and they hit the fish. And I recording for 1 minute in plus, and for some reason I think I deleted. I have to delete a couple of things on my phone, and I think I did it by. And she was eating the fish completely. She ate the fish 3 times, and yeah, it was on the soy 6 last week. So anyhow. Only antenna. That's when I need to create more video like this. Only antenna. Yesterday I recording for 45 minutes a storm from my balcony with my GoPro. I need to make that video for sure. Material is que the can remplacer all the players with Android that play Brenamo system flatless. Each end the line by using Alexa on the bench. Here we go. Can I visit Dallas final? The app fan would want Hugo a lead if they trade 5th pick. Batman one parity. This is it. Look, usually we just go does not match up well with the Carolina. Cole, if the game get more out of the land, you should react the music video. We suggest. Yeah, sweet, Danny. A lot of big snake antenna. And, yeah, Larry. You got a cafe in the middle of the highway. Zeb Lacab is without any deal on the water bucket and at the dollar store. And up top, Canada probably does the same. The New York Rangers. David Devon, we witnesses that last year. And he did on the water bucket here, where the water is very cheap, by the way, for sure. Wow, 6-1 guy after 40 minutes at the Prudential Center and the Arena in New Jersey. Wow, what a turnover of this series, of that game tonight. Wow, 19 turnover, a game where we parked by the Devils guy, only one by the Carolina Hurricane. This is a game where they cannot, capitalize. We are complaining, or we said at the round number 2 before they start, the problem with the Carolina Hurricane, they cannot score. They score 6 tonight, 4 before, 5 before, and 5, I think, earlier. So they score 5 goal average per game since they play against the New Jersey Devils. So is it the Carolina are become now a scorer team, or is it the Devils cannot have a good defense and the goaltending? This is the biggest problem with the Devils right now, I believe. Coach, is to start a window washing business at that end. What is your evaluation on Nick Cash? I think is ever be consistency and hit that next level. I think so, Marco. If you follow a lot of players like between 22 to 24 years old, they have an average of 0.7 point per game, or 7.5 example. And then they reach the 25th, 26th, 27th. That's where they get the best season and the NHL. So let's see Nekash, what he has. Yeah, we know we have a very bad year last year for Martin Nekash. For him, it's a big guy. He's a 6'2", 189, draft, 12 overall pick by the Carolina Hurricane. I just want to give you is he has 190 points and 285. So he have an average of what? His first year in NHL at 36 points, 41 points, 40 points, 71 points this year. So he scored 28 goals this year. This is a number. So Nick Cash, yes, Marco, is going to be better and better for him. They will start a Mackenzie Blackwood next game. That's the only way they are going to be able to come back in the series. Silly, welcome aboard. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. About that, I don't have the goal again average. Well, I can find it. You don't give it to us. Yeah, an average of 0.67. Here we go. 0.67. He have last year 0.87. There we go. I love it now. I got it. Last year, I've only 5 points in the playoff. He never produced a lot in the playoff. Before tonight, he had 4 points in 9 games, 2-2. But before that, it was not very good. He have only 3 goals and 33 game in NHL playoff for Martin Nekash. So just give you an idea what they are. Great point about that, Dan. They will start Mackenzie Blackwood. Here we go. They will won out the full Santa Claus mode tonight. They will are off tonight. They will are not taking care of the park tonight. Turnover, really great. For the 5th pick, I will keep it. At least you gave me a list at 25 years old star. Cannot definitely scoring goal in every game. There was a remark, Kane tried to trade for KK before the offer sheet him. I wonder who it would offering. Rudolph is our coach. How good initial team building, an excellent top 6, or a very good top 9? How the good initial team? I would say to you at the beginning, top 6. When I said that, you need a super elite player at the top 6 to get that kind of team you are. And then after that, you eat after that, you hit your third line, following by that one. So before you go to 9, you really believe to get those kind of players. I'm talking about the super elite players or the elite player minimum. And then after that, you add the third line, the role you want to become as a team. Is it a quick, fast team? Is it a forechecking team? Those kind of elements you add at the top 9 after that. But you're really focusing, for me, top 6 first before you go to top 9. So top 9, it would be balanced. I don't see that. I think you really need your top of the player at the top 6. And that's including, a scorer for 40 goals, 100 points, 95 points, talking about that one over there. And then you add another 2 scorer, maybe 30 goals, 25 goals, following by that. And the third line, you go with now after that, the 200 waist hunter, like Jordan Stout example. And then you add some kind of forechecker beside. Similar for KK is a lot. It was for now, is now at $4 million. I have no elite players, 13 rookies. The 13 rookie, the elite player, the Kraken don't have. No, you're absolutely right about this. This is an exception, right? At the road right now, they have line score. It's funny you don't have elite players for the Kraken, right? And I can understand your point of view about that, right? Because you don't have the McDavid, or you don't have the McKinnon, everything like that. This is really right about that. But on the flip side, Jared McCann, 40 goal. They have Jordan Eberle, 20 goal. Bernier, 24 goal. Sprong, 21 goal. Buckstrand, 20 goal. Schwartz, 21 goal. Then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more scorer of 13 goal a plus. So if McCann is not a 70 point, if Matthew Bernier is not going to be a solid player in NHL, I don't know. But when you said they don't have players in Kraken, I've just mentioned some of them right there. But true, they don't have a McDavid or a McKinnon, or whatever you want to call them. We have a light turn off right here about that. Okay, that was not out. There you go. We're going to take a Willie Snyder. Welcome back in the house. Paul, welcome. What now, Jose? Yeah, sorry about this, Paul. We're going to take a TV timeout, guys. Then we'll be back very shortly. And then we're going to consider the third period before the third period restart the next couple of minutes. So not going nowhere. Stay with us, and we're going to get Kraken's current ready spread over. Easy to roll 4 line. Exactly, William.
You made my day. You made my day. You made my day. Oh, day. You made my day. You made my day. You made my day. Oh, day. Princess of mine, what have I done to deserve your royalty? 'Cause when you chose me, a simple man, you just made my day. You made my day. my day. You made my day. Oh, day. You made my day. You made my day. You made my day. Day.
Here we go. We'll go to restart the third period. The final period between the Devils and the Hurricane. 6-1 for Hurricane after 40 minutes. We have a few people in the house. We have Melissa, I think, knocked the door. A lot of people around. Thanks so much to be with the Hockey Nation show. I appreciate that. Jose Duarte is in the house. Welcome aboard, Jose. Thanks for it. Carrie Cournoyer knocked the door. Thanks so much, everybody. Another close game tonight. Gary said that. Yeah, that's right about this. Thanks, everybody, to be a part of the show. We appreciate that. Here we go. Go back now on the left side of the Anderson. Battle now with Nico Shire. Contre le puck now. Second game puck. Bring the blue line. Sur le puck. Miss the net. The black shot by the Hurricane. Don't play the puck in neutral zone. Go back to Marino. Give the puck now on the defensive zone. Recovery by the Devils. Go back D. Controlé par Marino. Pass the puck to the board. Tips it up by Shire. Bring the puck now to Smith, I believe. Go back behind the net of the Schmidt. Recovery by Marino. Control the puck now, go back DD, set up now, and a bad play by the Devils. Go back to Meyer. Return the puck now to Smith, I believe, win the puck around the board. Contrôlé par les Devils, show the puck, intercept by Hurricane, contrôlé par Martinook. Tombé le puck behind goaltender of the Schmidt. Pass the puck to Marino, lead the puck to the board, intercept by Martinook, show the puck over the goaltender Schmidt, intercept the puck with a glove, no rebound. We're going to reset now on the right side of the goaltender with about 19 minutes to go remaining on this first period, third period. That's what we got so far. Don't forget the following game. After that, the Kraken owes the Dallas Stars tonight. They are Lit Lamb and the Talon. Yes, we got go back in the neutral zone. Don't play pipe at Hurricane on the left side of the goaltender. The Devils turn around. Intercept Hurricane. Shoot the puck. A tip in front net. Rebound. The puck bouncing back. Black shot at the Devils. Hurricane continues exactly what he did the first two periods. Is put some pressure behind the Devils defensemen and create a turnover. And so far, they capitalize on those opportunities. Anyhow, the Devils don't play puck. Anderson play the puck around. Pass the puck in neutral zone. Set up now by Trury. Pass the puck on the defensive zone of the Devils. Goal recovery by Luke Hughes. Luke Hughes try to get the puck outside. Skinning with the puck. Coming to the blue lines. Coming to the red line. Hughes control the puck. Go back in the offensive zone. Turn around by the Hurricane. Don't play the puck all the way back on defensive. Set up by the Devils. Holding the puck a little bit more for Nurshire. Going back by Luke Hughes. Recovery now by Jasper Pratt. Recover the puck to Stevenson. Stevenson return the puck to Palat. Long stretch pass. Now a little bit too far. The puck go back defensive zone. Go be a nice scene by the Devils with a little bit less of 18 minutes to go remaining on that one over there. So thanks so much, everybody, to be a part of the show tonight. We appreciate that. Princey, the new squad under Bedard would be called the Killer Hawks Top 6 from L. Coming, your art is here first. Here we go. Thanks so much, guys, to be a part of the show tonight. Go back now on the left side of Vinnychek. Right side of Vinnychek, how we win the face out. Go back to I think we'll go Bichet. Stop block shot by the Devils. Go back by Palat. Palat battle for the puck. The Kane try to get the puck. Lick shine on the back end. Bring the puck on the board. Intercept now by Hao. By Nozen. Bring the puck behind the net. The battle with Zel Jarvis. Go back around Palat. Someone lose his stick anyway. Recovery on the right side of the Schmidt. The Devils lose his edge. Recovery by Nozen. Put it back at the in front of net. Intercept by the Devils. Going to get out of the zone by Jasper Pratt. At the red line, lob the puck all the way back. Is coming to the direction of the bench. A new plus coming for Lyndon Ruff. 17:23 to go remaining on the third period. Still 6-1. Hurricane don't play a puck. Tip in front of the bench. Go behind Schmidt. Intercept the puck now. Lead the puck to the defense. Chasé par Martinook in front of Brendan Smith. Recovery by Kokanemi. Kick out the puck to Justin Stout, I believe, or Jasper Pratt. Fast. I apologize. Back to Martinook. Run the ball on the board. All the way back at the blind pipe. Petchik going to Martinook. The puck. Schmidt make a save. Rebound to the side. Puck withhold, but the was going to get out of the zone. We have some kind of push on the back between Smith and Kokanemi. Recovery by Schmidt. Pass the puck. Intercept by Fast. Fast, quick up. Come in transition. Shoot the puck. Black shot by the defenseman of the Devils. Recovery by Kokanemi. Ran the puck all the way to the opposite side. Shoot the puck by Burns. Missed the net completely. The puck go back now by Slavin. Return the puck behind the net. Set up now by the defenseman. Go back. Didi for the Devils. Going to get out of the zone. Attacking now. Another giveaway puck. Now Meyer hit. Set it late. Go around. Go back to the side. Meyer is go back slowly back on the bench. After he hit his own teammates. Nothing go well for the Devils. Go back now to another zone set up by McLeod. McLeod trying to work around. Back to Woods. Bastion. Bastion battle by puck behind the net. The battle with the defenseman 7, I believe. The puck go outside zone. All the way back in front of Smith going to recovery from the Devils. 16 minutes to go. Menino attacking by the Devils. Woods coming with speed. Anderson make a save with a glove with easy save. No rebound. Going to be start at the left. Meyer. Look at his wrist right now, and not looking good for Timo Meyer after he hit his teammate face to face. Meyer looked like he hurt on the bench. Yeah. So that's what we got so far. And I'm going to reset now. Meyer pain on the bench. Shoulder, wrist. I don't know what's going on with him. Hamilton. There was one face off, shot by Hamilton, go back in, and a shot by Ushire, saved by Anderson. We'll go to a set again at the left side of the Anderson. That will give another shot for the Devils. Go back now. I joke, but it's nice to see a team from Canada win the cup again. But the curse doesn't look like it will continue. We said Mac. Will be interesting to see the next couple of days. That's the only way you can do Jose one day at a time. We won the warm-up show, Luciano. Devil will probably lose his series. This series, but this is a one team, and it's with pride for sure. The expert is only help them to go absolutely right about that. William, you know, if they do it, can score every 3 minutes. We got a game, Devon. Yeah, absolutely right. We won the warm-up show with this, you know. It's just 20 shots for the 19th for Carolina. Power play number 2 for the Devils after a high stick, I believe, from Nozen. Devils are going to do second time of the night on the power play. Go back now. Winning by the Devils. Again, the ball, but finally the Hurricane find a way to get a puck back and don't pin the puck. Now battle on the right side of Schmidt, chasing him out by the Devils. Don't by the Hurricane, putting the puck behind by the Hughes. Recovery by the Devils, going to get out of the zone. Jack Hughes attacking, pass the puck to Meyer. Meyer now hold the puck, lost his edge, recovery. Nothing go work well for the Devils guy. They lose the edge, they lose the puck. It's just a mistake after mistake. Luke Hughes again, another transition stopped by the Hurricane by Sebastian Ao. Now, Jack Hughes pass to Luke Hughes, skating with the puck, cross the blue line, come at the red line, drop to his brother. Jack's coming with speed at the red lines, coming out. The Hurricane coming with 3 at the blue line and intercept the puck. What a great play by Hurricane. 3-1 formation on the blue line, and then the Devils go to the bench, and that's it. That's all. It's over, coach. Nice and Panda are not losing for Mac. is going to win tonight in our top. Thanks so much, RJ, for those updates. Thanks so much, Melissa. Welcome back in the house. King of Gamer in the house. Recovery right away back. Schmidt got hit by his own teammates. Go back through the puck. And we have a delay offside, penalty for the Devils. Jarvis missed the net completely. What was the take of the draft lottery? Penalty for the Devils, going to stop the power play right now for the Devils. Going to be 4 versus 4. 2 minutes for Eric Ola. Here we go. Go back now, back up by the Luke Hughes. Pass the puck now to Mercer. Mercer attacking, hold the puck now. Go back with McLeod. Use Mercer control, change the direction twice. Bring the puck to McLeod. McLeod pick out the puck, go back all the way back to the line, hold the puck, protect the puck. Keep control the puck in front of the catch. A great play right there by the Hurricane, but the Devils find a way to get back the puck back. Finally tips by the Hurricane, go to recovery by the Devils. McLeod loses the puck again for the second time. Go back on defensive zone by Hamilton. 6-1 with 13 minutes to go remaining on that one over there. And the Hawks got better. Francois Pitt, Montreal 5th pick. Mia for Mercer plus Devils, second round pick. Montreal 5th pick. Plus Armia for Mercer plus Devils, second round pick. Wow. That will make the Devils so much better. I would say yes right away, Francois. If I'm the Devils right now, Francois, give it to me. Give me your 5th pick right away. I will get maybe Mitchkov or Leo Carlson all the way. This is a right away, Francois. Give me your 5th pick right now. I would take him right away. I would give you Mercer. Do you want a 3rd round pick with the 2nd round pick for your 5th round pick? I will give it to you. Not a problem with that part over there. Nice to hear from you, Melissa. Coach, which player are interesting for you with our 2nd pick at the 37th round? Does anyone interest you? Well, it depends because you have so many players right there. All depends if we're going to be, it's front player like Bonk is a defenseman over there. Wallander is another one. You get the defenseman, the Fochichia, is it Vrak? Schrak? He played at the goal. Maybe Marco is there in our top. The big defenseman, 6'2", for the. He played on the W. He played, I believe, on the USHL for 3 City or maybe WHL. It's a big right defenseman. That's number one over there for sure. And then Colby Barlow, 17 years old, Brennan Yager, Matthew Wood, Andrew Castle, René Machin, and Desravier, but all very good pick. Pierre Martin, yeah. All the players you're talking about, Pierre Martin, are between 12 to 20. About that, Pierre Martin, they are right there. Matthew Wood, I don't think so. It will slide top 10, but he's a big winger with 6'4". About that, for sure. I called Blackhawks to win. I thought it should be like a midfield to move up, so one go top one, except can last 3 and that. Shrek, there you go. Shrek, this is the guy I'm talking about. Shrek. Go back now on defense, attacking by the Devils. Hold the puck now behind the McLeod pass the puck to Bastion behind the net with Slavin in the corner with Brent Burns. Intercept by Wood, premier pas du blind. Holding now by Brandon Smith. Turn around. And the Hurricane going to recover the puck at 10:33 to go remaining on this period. The game go back to Marino. Pass the puck Dudy. Set up in front of the bench. Don't play the puck. Intercept by Ao. Premier puck around the board. Danny be right back. No problem. Go back behind the net of Anderson and kick out the puck. Do you think Toronto can reverse sweep? They have so much deeper than them, but for some reason, I still believe. I don't think so, King. But I think they could win the next two games. I would not be surprised. I will not be shocked. For the hockey fans right now, I would like this happening. That would create some kind of excitement. Imagine they win tomorrow. 3-1, nobody panic, nobody thinking they're going to come back in the playoff and the series. I'll be fine. Now they win at Toronto, guys, 3-2. Now it's going to be excited. Everybody be excited about this game number 6, and who knows could happen after that. Put some pressure on Florida Panthers, and then after that, I think it will be the end. But for the hockey fans, I think it'll be good. I think it will be good for the NHL and for everybody to get a better series between both teams. Again, like I mentioned before, Toronto lost the first 3 games, but they not lost like badly. I think they play better right now compared to they play against Tampa Bay Lightning. It's just the bounce is not on their side. And Proboski, you have really the right one over there. Alexandre Landry, ça va très bien. Et toi? You're right, coach. 5th round pick plus Amir and Hoffman for Mercer, a 2nd round pick. I forgot to put Hoffman on my first offer. Not a problem. I would take offer Hoffman too, Francois. Not a problem. Bring me what you have, and I would be yes anytime. You give me my 5th round pick. I'm building. You win. I win with this all day long. La chaise qui est le meilleur, mais ça. There we go. Can I use my doing coupon from coach for the draft? Here we go. Alexandre, ben, les Carolina ils vont gagner ce soir, moi, Alexandre. Moi, the Dallas, I'm not sure. Why? Because the problem with Dallas is I don't know if Eskenin is play or not tonight. That would be my only concern if I was the Dallas Star. But the time will tell us tonight. 24 gave away puck, guys, but the Devils. 24. 24. Unbelievable to see that. Mac, that's the final. Patterson is night. Star don't win tonight. Mac, the Knights. It's so hard, guys, to predict anything. Robinson is saying, "Oh, Eskenin is on the ice." We go. Mikko Eskenin is on the ice tonight. I believe they're going to respond. Dallas tonight. They're going to win 4-3 and overtime. A goal of Robbie Hens. So you name it. McCann is on the ice, by the way, for the Seattle Kraken. So another player to add on the formation or the roster for the Seattle Kraken. Go back now by the Devils. Don't play the puck in neutral zone. Back to Bastion. Bastion kick out the puck to the left side for Eric Cola. Shoot the puck behind to Wood. Bring the puck to the line. Shoot the puck to the Devils. Intercept by save by Anderson. Recovery by Doug Hamilton. Under save Anderson. No rebound. We're going to reset now with a little bit over 9 minutes to go remaining between both teams for the end of this game, where it's going to only go one way to another way, whatever you want to call it. Francois, the problem you get right now is because who care about the Hoffman Army? They have 1 year and 2 years to go. You're going to give a top line players, top line, right? Your first line players for Mercer, where is a third, a top is only a third line in NHL. So you give me, you gave me my 5th pick. I'm going to select Mitch Cobb Carlson, Will Smith. Mercer is far to be like them. And Amir, I will buy him out. And not Amir Hoffman, I will buy him out if I have to. So that's the reason I said to you, when you put on the table 5th round pick and you're asking me only Mercer, I would say yes to you right away. Et ça rebondir, Anderson, 26-4 goal average dans les matchs suivants de son retrait. Wow. Never have cheesecake about that. A great bounce back game for Anderson was KLS. Where would Leo Carlson and Will Smith go around if they were part of the 2020 draft? 1-1. King, 1-1. Sakoski, it would be between 8 to 10 on the NHL draft right now. So 1-1, or if you want to go 1-2, whatever you want to call it, both of them, Leo Carlson. I predict Montreal going to get Leo Carlson, but I could be wrong. I'm worried to be honest. Ottinger top right side is sketchy. A look at nervous. Crowbar must be full of confidence. Pierre Martin. Yeah, it's a great point about this one over there. If you want my 5th overall pick, you're taking Gallagher contract. That would be a great point about this King, for sure. But that's a great comments about that. Not happy, don't really want to do that trade, but we are in the cap hill. Yeah, but it's not a big problem, Francois. The guys, the cap hill of Montreal are not a biggest problem there. Because they have $10 million for Carey Price, so they have enough. They have $90 million, guys, to have right now. So there's not a problem for the Montreal Canadiens, and Montreal cannot add players right now. They are far to become NHL players, a team and a good team in NHL yet. So if I was Montreal, you stay with what they have. And maybe they can slip one of them, but I will not trade my 5th overall pick. I will send a message to Minton bench trust a lot. Last game, the 3rd period, last game, and Pierre Martin. All right. Now, if you're asking me Gallagher in my 5th round pick, I would say no to you. Because I cannot carry on Gallagher for my next 5 years with him. Run with Kings, welcome in the house. Run with Kings, hopefully doing well. We did not see you over the last couple of days. Hopefully you have an amazing, great way. By the way, Koja, I don't want to trade. I said if you want to trade with me, I want to keep it. I still believe for Montreal Canadiens, if they have to trade number 5th and they don't want to pick up Michkov, I trade him to the Washington Capitals, 5th to the 8th, and then I get the pick number 40 for the Washington Capitals. That gave Montreal Canadiens to select number 8 if they don't have any particular players they want. So if they are happy, if ever, if Benson, Moore, Leonard, Devosky, if they feel all those 4 players, they can select one of them. It's not matter. And number 8, I would make that trade. But Michkov could get selected by the San Jose Sharks. I will not be surprised. That's the reason I believe Montreal is going to select Leo Carlson at the end. I think the Columbus Blue Jackets are going to select Will Smith. Why over Carlson? Because Carlson is a winger, and the Columbus are looking at center. They lost Fantilli and Bedard. That's a huge blowout. The loser of that draft is the Columbus Blue Jackets. This is the team lose completely. The Chicago is the winner of this one. All the team did not drop back. All the winner too. Montreal select 5th. Montreal is lucky to see 5th. Now, if Smith go to 3rd, I wouldn't be surprised. San Jose right now, they are a long term to rebuild. They said, you know what, we're going to go with Michkov. That opened the door for the Montreal Canadiens. This is going to be a God blessing if the Montreal get Leo Carlson. There's going to be a huge, 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 I repeat, huge impact for the Montreal Canadiens. They got Leo Carlson, 6'3" winger, can play center if you want to, but imagine him with Kirby Dak and Sarkowski. Leo Carlson guy is it could become, and I say he will, but he's definitely a Nicholas Backstrom in NHL at the beginning. Then he can become a Matt Sundin if everything turns around great for him. So for me, if Montreal can get Leo Carlson, there will be a huge, huge, huge. That's what I predict on the pick. But like you said, I could be wrong. If the process is still losing again this year, so don't move. I pay the contract. And look at about that one over there. That's what's happening there. We have a little bit 5:55 to go remaining on this game. And again, we lose a little bit the track of this game because it's really not interesting at 6-1. And we apologize for people who expect a little bit more play-by-play. We just talk left and right about something happening in the NHL because this is the game 7 of the last 8 games in NHL. Guy is a blowout right now. So just give you an idea what's going on in NHL. This is give you an that's happening right there. Give some update. On the left side of Schmidt. Go back on the left side. If you have a generational talent and Michkov, you take that chance. Plain is simple. Top player are easy to get. The franchise player is only every 10 years. Montreal has to take it, the franchise talent. Yeah, possible. It's just now to have to wait maybe 6 years. I cannot see Carlson 5 will be gone. I don't know in our top. Who can select him in our top? That's the biggest question. Who do you think can select with Leo Carlson in our top? The only thing can pick up him after that is the San Jose Sharks. But I feel like San Jose Sharks are going to get Michkov. Exactly what King said. It's time, guy, for what? The final countdown. From the Prudential Center, Midland, New Jersey. With 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go, the Carolina Hurricane 6 and the New Jersey 1. If Carolina win tonight, they take the lead 3-1. Are going to be back at the Raleigh, North Carolina for the next game Thursday night. Try to eliminate the New Jersey Devils. It's good with Rice, probably William. Final countdown. Here's the problem with Columbus, guys. Why they will get another winger? The strength between Carlson and Smith is not huge. That's what I cannot imagine why the Columbus are going to go with a winger when they don't have no center in this organization. They are not strong there. Now they can get Will Smith. He's going to be back in 2 years. He's going to be 1 year at the Boston University. Then he'll be ready for the NHL. That will fill up their spot over there. For me, it's Will Smith. Leo Carlson, a lot of people, he's a center. Guy, he did not play since 2021. Center. So if they bring Leo Carlson in 2 years, they cannot start him as a center. So they're going to be the same problem for the. I just not thinking that way. I don't say they will not make him, but for me, it's going to be Smith number 3, Michkov number 4, and Montreal get Leo Carlson. No way, Michkov crack top 5. Look at Watson. I still believe Will Smith may be left for number 5, Pierre Martin. Um, I just feel like that way for me. Columbus maybe take him. I'm not giving up on the Devils. Game 5, Devon, what will be cost if Montreal want to move from 5th to 2nd? It will never happen. It will never happen. Never happen. What if Anaheim said to you, King of Gamer, you want to give me your 5th round for the 2nd, right? I will ask you a minimum a Kenan Cooley, a Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki, and return. Minimum. I'm not giving up on the Devils game number 5. I know, right? A lot of thing about that was said that we're gonna end up with Carlson 5th. Another blowout. Al, welcome in the house. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation Live show. Maybe it's the team think is it going to be lose. They don't want to waste any more energy at the game and rest up for the next one. Yeah, it's crazy to see this. Al, Kenyo is like having a father. He will make the right decision for the family. Gary Cournoyer. Dave, welcome aboard. I would think the app will end up with Leonard. Yeah, possible. Possible. Leonard is a conversation top 8. It's just preference after that. I just feel like they will miss a solid player if they don't pick Carlson, Smith, or Michkov. But at the end, they know exactly what they can do. Michkov to Washington, that's what I'm thinking too. With the case of a cup. 3 minutes to go, guys. Remaining on this game, 6-1. Nozen just knocked the door, but they cannot capitalize on that one. Not many hit tonight, by the way. And that's what happened along with Kaiser. We got OV Pro and Atap. That would definitely be the big conversation, guys, for the next couple of weeks about Michkov, right? That would be where they are thinking about. Do you think we can get a 21st round pick? I don't think so, King. Again, everything is possible. Like Ken you said yesterday, right? Everything is possible. They can trade the number 5th overall. He said he's doubt. He doesn't think so. He will do it, but he can trade the Florida Panthers if there's the best scenario for the Montreal Canadiens. Would you take Ali back if he was available? For the Montreal Canadiens, no. Why not? Because I think Montreal is not there yet. A lot of people want to trade for Pierre Dubois. I don't see Montreal is still there yet. I will not trade a lot for the big name at UF3 in the next 2 years. I think if they can make a good trade for a young kid between 22 to 24 years old. I know Dubois is almost 25th, but I will not pay for Dubois when he become a UF3. And I don't have any name right now in front of me to tell you, they should get that one over there. But you can do some search around the leagues. Okay, who is 24 could be a good asset for the Montreal Canadiens, or you can become a good player, and it shall. I think the two Hughes are missing their older brother, Quinn Hughes. Yeah, but I think the Devil missing a lot tonight. Let's say my leader, my president. Presumably, take Alibak. Yeah, that's a great point about that one over there. Do you trade William Nylander for Connor Alibak? Whoa, I would like to hear that from you guys. How many top players would you say the Montreal can have on the current roster? How many top 6 players? Zelski, Caulfield, Doc. That's 3. We don't know what's happening with we don't know what happening with Sakoski, right? But that's I believe they are right now. Um, Anderson is not. I don't see many of them after that. I could be wrong here, but I only see Suzuki, Caulfield, and Doc. Anybody can see someone? Coach, Ken Hughes m'a dit que ça aurait pu être septième. Oui. Why would Alaba want to go to Toronto and not Evan Campbell want to say that want to stay? Yeah, possible there. In attack, go back to the line now. Shoot the puck, tip in front of the net, puck bouncing back, recovery now by McLeod. McLeod attacking now. McLeod hold the puck to the board, bring the puck now to the Devils. They're going to regroup with 15 seconds. Go back around the board. Now don't pin the puck with 7 seconds to go remaining. This is over. Final score, guys, between both teams tonight. That's happening again. Between the final score, the Devils lost by the score 6-1. 0 goals during the second period. The 3-star of the night for the Devil, for the Hurricane. First of all, Brent Burns 1 goal, 1 assist. Martinuk 1 goal, 3 assists, and Martin Nikash with 2 goals. All the complete the 3-star of the night between both teams. That's what we got tonight at the Hockey National Show. Final score: Carolina Hurricane 6, the New Jersey 1. That concludes the game number 4 between both teams. The lead, the Carolina take the lead now, 3-1. I'm going to give you some update here about the stat, complete stat for that. 0-3-0-2, 0-3 block shot. 26 giveaway puck, guys. Unbelievable. Here we go. We'll see what we got here. Good point. Even like we did because I don't see. Look in the room. Austin Matthew Josie said Toronto, but his mustache already said Arizona. I feel like Anderson is top 6 line with the right players. I don't know about this. For me, King, I would see him, but at the third line, you told us what was your name. Your brother is Bernard. The Andrew draft would be more excited because these playoff. Yes, absolutely, Gary, about this. How many times do I have to? KLS, I'll be at the game 5 Thursday. KLS, have fun over there. Congratulations. That'd be awesome. If RHP can repeat his record again this season, I'm comfortable calling him a top 6 second line as well. Yeah, I need to see more about this game, but a great comments about that. What is how well do you think Fantasy will fit with Zegras and McDavid? But that gave Ron a lot of flexibility for the Anaheim Ducks run. If you think about that, you can move now McDavid as a winger. It's better to have a big center like Fantasy. It's going to be a 6-3. He can become the Rand Keslav over there with the time. I think there's a great, huge impact for the run for Anaheim Ducks. I know a lot of people we lose that out, I understand that, but they get a good prize. They could be a number 3rd at that one. That would be a huge bad loss for them. But to get Fantasy run, I think that's a good fit. Toronto need Bennington and the net. Francois, thanks for your game. Mr. Devon, sorry for your loss tonight. I apologize, but glad you make it with us. On that, I think Anaheim would entertain possibly of trading Zegras. Joseph, sorry about that. A very bad game overall for your team. But at the flip side, Joseph, that shows exactly what they need, what they're looking for. And you cannot buy experience. You can only do experience or make experience when you go there and the playoff. And this is going to be a huge good asset in the future for them. So that's the way I'm thinking about the Devils. Est-ce que tu pensais les Kings qui avaient la 10e place? Est-ce que tu penses aux Kings qui avaient la 10e place? Non, les Kings, ils ont fait les séries éliminatoires. Matt, ils ne sont pas là. Coach, do you see the Kraken winning the cup? You know, everything possible with Sarko Kraken. I don't see them win the first round. I don't see him win the round number 2. I will not see them win the round number 3. But they're still going there. I just don't see that, Woody. But I could be wrong completely here. Rick Kane is in the house with the Pittsburgh Penguins logo. Hopefully doing that. Who should Vancouver target if select the player coach? David Rimbacher, Axel Sandin-Pelika, King. They need a right defenseman, and they will need a defenseman like that. Number 11, where they at, they can go with Barlow or maybe a more Perrault if they want to go winger, but they need a right defenseman. They have too good the right defenseman. I think Rimbacher will be out earlier. So Sandin-Pelika could be that player they're looking for. Complementary are Quinn Hughes, but still a little bit 210, 5'10", 5'11". But I like Sandin-Pelika. They need a player like him for that one over there. Dallas South is a Kraken. Imagine if we have the World Cup Sunday or the Cup final. Everything could happen, King. It's happened in the past, right? It could repeat again for that. Baseball, stick the hockey action. Mishkov is super talented, but the current geopolitical situation make him a hot potato, François. Oilers will win the cup. Jack Campbell, Connie Smythe, Al. I see if Seattle can beat Dallas, they can take anybody that's left in the playoff. Absolutely right, King, about that. Ron, I agree with you about that, for sure. I just don't feel that way with them, but it surprised me since the beginning, for sure. La tri was terrible. KRS, hein? En fait, est-ce qu'il y a un article ou un endroit que l'on peut trouver le résultat de la loterie? Il y en a plusieurs, Matt, que tu peux avoir sur le Journal de Montréal, tu peux aller voir sur le TVA Sport, le réseau des sports, leur site. Tu devrais avoir toutes les réponses que tu regardes, que tu recherches. Edmonton One Season Series with Seattle. King, Coach Montreal was one code away from winning the lottery. The combination, King. Wow. I did not look about those results yet. Would it coach, if the war in Russia was enough this summer, would the change anything? If change anything politically? But if ever it would be done over, all right, so you can add the IIHA, bring the Russia team and the contest or tournament hockey world. That will open the door for the NHL, open up maybe a World Cup at some point. About the contract of Mishkov, not at all. Mishkov is going to be a 3-year contract for when you get draft, and you cannot go nowhere with that part of that. But that opened the door definitely for that was not complicate the situation or the team or be a little bit more concerned about the situation for sure. But that's one thing I can see. Actually, Edmonton Dallas and Carolina matchup may be quite interesting. I don't believe in the hockey god anymore after the Hawks got the first overall. The star of the game, Justin Mariduc, Nikash, and Brent Burns, well said, RG. What else can the Kraken do next year to make them even stronger? But, you know, they have a couple of prospects right now. They have to consider to have a good pick this year. Now they're going to get late pick this year. That would be surprising everybody, but that's happening to them. On the think they got a lot of players they can get maybe figure out another UFA. I think a defenseman could be a good asset for them. Another puck mover. I think it can do that. I'm not sure if Stevenson could be a solution over there, but the type of player I'm talking about, I think that would be the one I'm looking for. I think they would need maybe a depth, maybe some depth at the top, at the bottom six with a little bit more physicality. You know, like I don't know, like they're already good what you're doing, but another like a Coleman or Mason Marshman, a guy can score, but he can play physical too at the same time. I don't have any name in my head right now, but that's the kind of player I think they could add more. But they have money, they can do anything they can do, but. That's what a couple of pieces of puzzle like that, but they're already good. I think the defense, that's what they're looking for me. They don't have a lot of puck mover with Larson, Elichak, Susi. I know what Vincent can do, but I think it'll be a good asset for them. King. Pas de problème, mon Matt. We'll see what happened with the others. Vegas, there'll be, so far that series is really weird while the series Vegas and the others guys. The Edmonton Oilers won the game number 2, did not show up game number 1. They was terrible game number 3. And now who's going to win game number 4? Is it a series like that all the way? I'm not sure, but some point the Edmonton need to win tomorrow if they want to have a better series and a possibility to beat and eliminate Vegas. Hawks winning combo was 4-5-9-13. Montreal at 4-5-9-11. Here we go. Wow. Was one number of that. Why do you think the NHL stopped the coverage after 3? I think it was to try to create some kind of excitement. But I don't really know, honestly, King. I know they have some kind of controversy with Kevin in weeks, everything like that. Some kind of stuff like that. I'm not too much involved or interest my point of view about that part of that, King. Kraken should just go and doing what they are doing right now. Keep their pick right. It's coming. Francis ahead of the schedule this year anyway. What said Al? Why the late game is delayed? Usually they push back about 20 minutes. They always start the game. If you look about this, they always start the game at 9:50, and they start the game at 9:15. Usually early game, so they gave that kind of preparation for the TV switch from one game to another game, and I think that's the reason why they want to see the preview game. That's my only understanding, careless about that. Guys, get the battle. So, okay, it's over. Let's move on about this. So, on top, we pick 5. Nick Battery, one dead. Is Tesla. Right now, 10 years old. Play, okay, somewhere it will be next battle. I saw the poll today. 80% of people think the lottery is rigged. What do you think, Coach? Not at all. It's just I don't understand why the people think that way. What are the facts when they said that? What they base to say that? They have about 50 people in the room. They have a firm. They control the draft, right? So it's not. It just feel. I just feel sad that people think that way. That just feels sad about that. But some people thinking all the time, they just go to the extreme about everything. And a trade with them, you never know. Francois Pitt, I don't think so. Can it start in 2 minutes? As you said, it's because the car already is there. I live down the street from a guy who was a cameraman for that show. But I won't be in Chicago in 5 years. Right, let's talk PLN. How about let's talk hockey? PLN is hockey. Any notable name for the Detroit at 9 pick KLS? Oh, yeah, they have a lot KLS. Now, I will give you a 6 player right now, could be a 9 whatsoever. They could be out. But I would say to you, Dalibor Devosky. I would say to you, Rand Leonard, Gabe Perreault, Oliver Moore, all three play for the national team. Devin Rimbatcher, a defenseman over there. Zach Benson is under one. Maybe add Matthew Wood over there, but I don't know. It's really, this is the best player, I believe, between 6 to 10 in the draft. So, Devosky, Leonard, you have Benson. They are the 1, 2, 3 right there. And then after that, you can add more. You can add Rimbatcher. And that's what Perreault. But I think Perreault would be a little bit behind everyone. But Perreault could be the one, could be surprised. That's what my prediction about that. So Detroit have a choice, honestly, to go with a defenseman. I don't think so. They will go that way. But I really believe if you want to know exactly, I think I took, because I believe Arizona take Rimbatcher, Philadelphia take Benson, Philadelphia, following by the Washington take Devosky, and I think that Detroit take Oliver Moore or no, Rand Leonard for the Detroit Red Wings. KLS. That would be my prediction about that one. It's an opinion. Yeah, that's right. How much progress does the kidding Gunnar Bedell get you moving in Chicago? How much progress does getting? So you talk about the team Chicago. That's push everything. Like they're not going to make the playoff tomorrow, next year, 2 years, 3 years. But first of all, they already make $5 million right away last night in the first 90 minutes because 700 people buy a season tickets. That's a money business is right there, right? The jersey, Chicago with Bedell number 98 after June 28 will be all over the place, right? Then after that, Bedell bring what on the table? But you become a super franchise player for the Chicago Blackhawks for years to come. Secondly, he's going to bring a lot of UFA players to come to play in Chicago. That open up the city. Chicago is one of the top 10 team in the NHL that players like to play. A lot of people like Chicago. And put this all together, I think the Chicago was thinking 7, 8 years to become a team better in the NHL. Now you can turn around this to become maybe 5 years from there today. That would be my suggestion about that. Bedell, Mitchkov, Fentelli, Carlson, Schmidt are the first fair player. Cannot go wrong. Well said in our tap. The three is a joke. Fix everyone know it. New 98 will end up respectfully or Chicago. But you can think that way. I would like to see now. You said fix everyone knows I knew. So how you know that? Just curious. What is the facts of that one? For that, what do you base your opinion about that? Because all the people watch this live with every team have a representative right there inside the room, the studio recording. So I just want to see how can you set that, like how do you think that way over there, right? How do you think that way? For me, I don't feel that way. at least someone tell me I was there, I see it, and I know this. If not, you only assume that is fixed. Everyone know it, right? You just give an opinion without no fact. I can tell you, I don't know. Um, you know, the next year, the New York Giants going to win the trophy Lombardi because the commissioner over there want the market of the New York increasing the money of the contract TV. That's for me. It's just like nothing real there. For me, someone said, "Hey, I'm telling you this because I was there. Now I can believe you." Until then, it's just an assume. It's just someone just said something where there are no base, there are nothing base, just there are no fact behind that. It's just like it is what it is. But again, I respect your opinion. If you think that way, that's okay. Mishka second in a tap. Wow. Ron, can you send? Why would you like the little old Edmonton get McDavid at the lottery was rigged? Seriously. There we go. That's the point. How you compare Leo Carlson and Will Smith, and which one is more complete players? Complete player right away, Leon Carlson. For that one over there. Skating, pretty much same level. But great hands, Carlson, a little bit advantage. The hockey sense, I will go with Will Smith. A little bit more advantage, Smith, for the point. But you talk about almost the same. Like, you don't talk about like three, they are similar, really similar. The only thing I would say to you, Carlson size and Carlson the compete a little bit more. But now the trend, Montreal request or said yesterday they're looking for three things: character, hockey sense, and compete. So they are now on the same language, at the same level, Carlson and Smith. It's just a preference right now. Still believe Carlson play more winger. I still believe Smith is a natural center. You talk about a 6'6" for Smith at some point, and it's going to be a Carlson a 6'3" and maybe 6'4" at the end. But it's not like a very big difference between both. Est-ce que nous allons officiellement apprendre la position des Jets en même temps que les Kings? Oui, Matt. Ça va dépendre que le résultat des séries entre les équipes qu'on parle présentement. Donc, it's not a Richard. It will definitely be number 2 in our top. Was said about Mishkov. Blackhawk shaved 2 years off with that pick. Yeah, could be a good point that way, KLS, for sure. Will Fantilli have a good chemistry and Adam if they choose him? Well, they would definitely choose Adam Fantilli. Yes, he will. King. Just like, it's going to be a great hockey player in NHL for sure. Can become a Rick Nash. How are you going to develop? I'm not sure. But you talk about compete, talk about a big center. That's what you get with Fantilli. It's going to be good players. Where they have a lot of great prospects over there. The team will rebuild, and they're going to get another good one. It's not a player. Look, cannot get more than that. You saw him have the world did not. And not true. Look, you can see all the game of. Look, I disagree with you. You can see all the game of Michkov if you want to. You can get all the clip of Michkov if you want to. They have a hockey TV. You can get this on the Endstat if you're a member of that company. You can get all the stat. You can get those situations there for Michkov for that look. Wick on the NHL league, the third pick before it was announced. Do your research. But first of all, I don't know if you look about that one over there. It was a miscommunication about this. A lot of people talk about this earlier, and Wick is just predict that one over there. So if you look about this, I can send you 3 websites for that, Koho, about that. That was happening there. It's just um, a prediction of of Kevin Wicks about that one over there. But again, if you think this, the NHL, if you think that way, I'm just concerned about why you're watching the NHL. If you think, guys, if the NHL is just like they all rig everything, why you consist watching NHL? If you think that way, what do you think the owners of the Anaheim Ducks thinking about Gary Bettman? Now, it could have some kind at some point with many bets now and in sport. It could have those kind of controversy happening right now in the NCAA. But for me to tell me right now, the NHL already knew it's going to be Chicago and nothing would change everything. I don't see that. I don't believe it. I don't believe this. This is like I said, I respect your opinion, right? But for me, I don't believe the NHL organize those situations like that. Yeah, that's my point behind that, Zeph. That's your argument. That's me argument. I'm listening there. Carson have a great World Junior Championship. Yeah, you have a great, absolute. You're amateur and play against men's. Smith is playing against who? Playing a UCHL, everything like that. Please just beat everybody on the U18 men tournament puck. So if you think about this, Smith right now, every time he play again his age categories, he beat everyone. So at U18 tournament last week or last month, he was one of the best players at the tournament over there. So that's what Will Smith is at the end. Now, we'll see how it's going to see at the end. Leo Carlson never played physicality. I play with the men, but it's not physical at the SHL. That's the one thing we'll say again. But both players are going to have an amazing, great career in NHL. For sure. Carlson is my choice, Larry. I think Carlson is the natural center, play wing and the pro, but that's not long term. He's been there for 2 years now. That's my concern about him. Carlson play both positions, could become a center for sure. But again, when you play in NHL, it would take him at least 1 or 2, 3 years before he become a center. So maybe he will become a natural winger with time. But he played both positions since his young age. But unfortunately for him, the last 2 years, play more as a winger in SHL. My argument is all about good night. Have a good night, Roger. If Mishkov is not Risha, who goes number 2? Mishkov or Fentally? Mishkov. Need to get North America ESPN, but that's a problem if he don't make the NHL. If he does not make the NHL, he's going to be returning an SHL. That's what usually does the European players. But last year did not happen with Jiricek and Nemec. How many scouts saw him? Luc Lafortune. But it's easy look to see that they are not there all the game, but they have many Russian people work for the NHL team and they follow him over there. I mean, Freddy is a little bit rough around the edge for that. Is there any good European player in the draft? By Carlson is one of them. Right there. Ray Batcher. Devosky. I can go all the way. Edouard Charlie is another one. Salim Pedika is another one. I can go all the way like that for sure. I have some great hockey player there. for sure. For this pick, management should be better. Sat don't sit out. Look up. That's gonna beat him. It could even play center at the World Junior with Canada. It's not true for you talk about Tim Fantetti. He was behind Shane Wright and he was behind um, Connor Bedard. That reminds me exactly what Shane Wright did the first year he played. He played behind third line. He played with Bedard on the third line. And Shane Wright don't have a great tournament that year because the Team Canada was, I think it was McDavid and someone else before him was the Team Canada. And that's happening when you come in the 17 years old and you have the 19 years old, the 20 years old over there in front of you. It's a little bit hard for that. But I'm not worried about Fantetti. No, they don't. The Irish do. Allow this. Mitch Cobb is a strength for me. He's a good scorer only if he is Kaprizov. Not like Kaprizov. Kaprizov is more a faster plus, but Mitch Cobb is an Ovechkin about scoring goal. He can score for any angle. He is a poison about scoring goal. Now he's not a physical. He's not a physical like Ovechkin. He's only 5'10" barely and 150 pounds, but he can put a puck anywhere. That's how he is Mitch Cobb. Kaprizov is a faster skater. He's really shifty and he can score a lot of goal. Mitch Cobb. I love coach logic on this subject. Either way is I saw talent. Heard that. Look up puck and doing it. Is it one recording and not live? I'm not sure if you talk about the NHL draft lottery or not. No, I don't like the thing the NHL rig. However, I do find it very strange that they won't live cover it anymore. I cannot seem to think of any reason why they want this. But it's recording and fun about 50 people, like I mentioned to you, King. Because they have to organize all the combination, everything like that. I think for me, it would be great if they have those kind of. I like the fact, like the reaction, everything like this. For something, I think they should make a little bit more a longer show, and not only 30 minutes. But I think it would be great if they have some kind of interview during the show before they start, everything like that. And they can go by block of 4 and not by block of the flip card. I think it would be great, if they could the 16 to 12 example, right? And you go that way. And I don't know, with the technology and everything turned around, they could do a unique, big NHL draft lottery if they want to. 30 minutes is not good enough. Don't play the game that night. Make a night off. Make a big show with that. 90 minutes if you want to. After this is over, go sign the reaction from the Connor Bedard, for the team, for the GM, for the management, everything like that. The impact of it's just they miss those kind of opportunity, in my opinion. That's my feeling I have about that one, King. Week Racing adult is already new. Bonne nuit, mon Matt. À demain. For me, I don't touch. Ping ball was always the way to choose why change. What was your take on the draft lottery? Okay, do you take at 5? Good night, Larry Lavalley. Buck Smith is high end for sure, but between error is playing. Through SH is a big eyes back, but those what's up. Who is the 2 right angle goalie in the draft? I have no clue, King, about that. I just try to recognize the players, the who they are. I cannot recall it. The 2 left on that one. Was the Kane replacement. Adam, days playoff are riskless. Adam, what is feeling we talk, right? Right now, we're lucky to see 0-0 right now between Dallas and our first half of the game. Probably, by the way, by the Dallas. This is the year for underdog. Who is the fattest player in the draft, and what kind of player is her friend? It's Oliver Moore, King of Gamer. He's going to be picked between 7 to 12. But that is the farthest one at the point where he's going to be in NHL. You can consider him maybe the top 5 best skater in NHL about speed. I would not be surprised him, Larkin, and McDavid on the same race, and Moore can win that one for that. But if not, get back others. How about 3, 4, and 5 in a tap? King of Gamer, the US kid is really fast. Can you 5? Oliver Moore, Mishkov, Carlson, Puck, Assam, and 4 RJ. Thanks so much. Top 3 different all the European and Russia. Pretty good there. Buck a monkey about that, but I did not play a center that year. The first year, no, it was a winger. Fantasy 19 is it not like a 2004? I think it is now, right? Reve is the best goalie in our depth. It's one of them. Some people consider maybe other, but is one of the top fair for sure. What is your thought on Rimbatcher? Buck, Carlson, Bannerson is close second for goalie. That's another one over there. Buck, who do you would like to see Detroit select number 8, number 9? Willie Snyder on the fastest skater. And that's we got through everything right there here, guys. Thanks so much to consider join live. We still don't follow the game first period between, but a lot of conversation. Top 5 would be very good player this year, so I would be hard to screw up. Yeah, the problem with that puck is really Mishkov. That's it. Montreal trade down to 7 or 8 and pick up more. Speed is something they will be at fault that would maybe don't have. We don't know if more will be there, but again, a number. If example, Washington pick up Mitchkov's 5th, I think the Arizona is going to go with David Rimbatcher. I think number 7, the Philadelphia are going to go with Zach Benson. Now, Montreal Canadiens are going to have a choice between Devoski, Oliver Moore, Rand Leonard. There we go. If he fall, I would not be surprised he go between 8 to 10. But I still believe Washington is going to get Mitchkov if ever they have Mitchkov in front of them. So 8 is my lowest number, and the highest number is number 4. Thanks for calling me. The father, not a problem, Willie. It's a pleasure. Will Smith risk some lower and lower, and he may be actually be a more complete offensive talent. I agree with you about that, and after Michael. Mishka is a big time goal. Yeah. Did not realize team and NHL score more a 5-on-5 goal and the regular season or playoff que Seattle. And it was well done about this. The underlying number of the Seattle Kraken, William, was really good for them, for the Seattle Kraken. And if you can check this, I will try to get this for you, and I will give me an opportunity to learn more about that team of. Hold on, William, stay with me. I would give you I want to give you a reason behind my point of view here. Team here. So my point of view about this guy is about the percentage of the power play guys in NHL this year. The Seattle Kraken was only the Kraken was 21 in NHL and power play. They are at the goal 4. The Seattle Kraken was number 4. They score guys 289 goals this year. All right. They want the number 4 on the on that one. So just give you an idea. I don't know if I can get that one. They don't give me on that website. Don't give me the 5 versus 5 total. They just give me a TOI per time. But just give you an idea, William. That would give me an idea. Just give you an idea right now, William. That's the reason why they was very good. They scored a lot of goals, and they was 19 on power play, and they are score number 4 in NHL. So that's one reason why they was one of the best team at 5 versus 5. People said Michkov is the Russian Bedal. Do you think Michkov could become better que Bedal? I'm not sure about that. I don't see that yet. I think Bedal is more complete. But you talk about 2 excellent hockey players, maybe the best 2 players in the draft for sure. About talent, pure talent. The time will tell us, but the pure talent right now, they are. If you are Montreal, do you pick Nate or the best available? You pick the best available, look, in my opinion. The last 5 overall pick was a Carey Price, you're absolutely right, in 2005. Was said Edmonton Oilers. KLS, best power play is Edmonton. Yes, they are. Power play is around 50%. KLS, yes, they are. You're welcome, William. How many of the top 5 will game breaker? All of 5. Out of 5. One from Bedal, Fantilli, Carlson, Michkov, Smith. That's what they are. And all of 5 will be the first overall pick for Montreal Canadiens. This is the only thing you can be upset if you're Montreal Canadiens. They are only 1 year earlier to become the worst team in NHL. Imagine they was this year, they get Bedal or Fantilli. But you know, we're going for a Basher Burger. Time we said, absolutely right. Look. Again, every time we talk about guys about NHL draft or the players and abs, and, no, I'm sorry. Every time we talk about NHL prospect, right? This is all about what we assume. This is about, I'm not better expert like anybody. Like you can see in our tab, Michael Davidano, and many of you talk about certain players because you know already who they are. You read this and you learn about this. The only thing maybe I see more clips compared to you, and I maybe go a little bit deeper because I pay some certain website to learn about certain players. But at the end of the day, everyone from the best expert, not a scouting, but the best expert talking about the players' initial draft prospect every year, they only assume. We don't know the curve of the development. We don't know if the player, when you going to watch them last week at the U18, is played with injury or not. Those are factors we don't know. So when we are all here together talking, so I would take him, I would do this, I would do that, and when it may be there, not get, we don't honestly don't know. We just speaking with assume and with a different perspective what a player can become. We have too many factors could come with the process after they get draft or before they get draft. And after they get draft, you talk about characters. You have to, you have to be on the right at the right spot with the right team, with the right teammate, with the right players, with the right coaches, all put together. Great example, Alexis Lafrenière. Imagine Alexis Lafrenière with a team like Bedard is going to be with Chicago. My point behind this, Bedard, Lafrenière, when he go with the Rangers was really already a top 15 in NHL. So he cannot play at the top 6. I don't know what it would change the curve of the development of Lafrenière if he was with an, I don't know, an Anaheim Ducks example. Because the TOI may be 3-4 minutes per game more, right? He played average, what, 13 minutes, 14 minutes? And NHL so far? Let's see what happened here. Alexis Lafrenière, guys, played last year an average of 15 minutes, 15 seconds. During his career, is 14.25. He played 13 minutes, an average of 14 minutes. This is the first time he reached 15 minutes. Now, let's go back with Zegras. Zegras was a top, it was a 10 or 11 overall pick, I believe, 9 overall pick. Zegras guy played about 19 minutes this year. He have an average of 18 minutes. So, every game, Zegras play an average of 4 minutes more per game. On the season and the 80 game, that gave about 320 minutes. That gave about 6-7 games more at the end of the night. And we can go that way with it on the power play and that way. So that show exactly is not easy. We only assume. I just want to give you another perspective. I don't say I'm right or wrong here. I just feel for me, you never know. People say, oh, Sakaski, never be that way, everything like that. It's too early. They have too many things around come with. Do you think Suzuki is a true top pairing center? I feel like he's a Stanley Cup contender for a second pairing. You talk about Suzuki. He is a really a center A minus or a B plus or a 2A minus. That would be always said that. That's pretty much what you're thinking about this for sure. Coach, who is the end player for the Kane if they win this series? But Willie Snyder, for the Hurricane, I have to go with Sebastian Aho. For that, but right now, Martinook is really the surprise, already 9 points already in that series. But if you talk only about the series, it's Martinook right now. But you talk about average, I think for me is Aho about this. We're going to have a power play, guys, for the Dallas Star the next couple of seconds. With less than 3 minutes to go remaining of the first period, 1 minute to go, power play for the Star. On sait Scanner le puck to Haynes and attaquer now, contrôle le puck, passe le puck to Jimmy Benn, shoot le puck, score. Jimmy Ben score and take the lead for the Dallas Star 1-0. Not much celebration for Jimmy Benn, the veteran. Jimmy Benn scored a second goal only on the power goal on this playoff. Martin Saint-Louis can unlock Lafrenière elite potential. He is a late bloomer that will become much better of a new system like Ab Nation. I'm a little bit worried about Lafrenière. Not everybody unlock, and then with Martin Saint-Louis, just for me, I'm not sure about that, about Lafreniere. I still have some kind of reason about him. Yes, he's a good hockey player, but the time will tell us. That is 1-0. Remember, Joe Thornton have a slow start for his career in Boston. Yes, I agree with you, Senska. That was a beautiful shot. Great release by the way. Must look. There's no point for a game. Here we go. Careless. Was said. Is a stud. Careless for sure. To trade Gallagher contract, how much will you have to pay if you want to free up that case space to maximize the cap? But same money, guys. It's a first round pick in return for sure. Because Monahan did it with only 1 year. So you talk about Gallagher for 5 years, 4 more years, that will cost you a minimum first round pick. I don't think, or I don't see yet, a team would like to do that. But you never know. Okay, my second team, KLS. Today update, LSR is out for another year. I don't think so. It's 12 weeks, RJ. For what I read for the NHL news, guys, earlier, RJ. I want to be sure we correct the right nows. I'm not sure. Let's see. Will be out for the entire for the full year 2023-2024 season for the Colorado Avalanche after the forward has a cartilage transplant on his right knee Wednesday. Like I said back in April, at that point we would come to the conclusion that coming back and play and the playoff was not an option. It was not going to be something we could do. So I've talked to numbers doctor, medical expert, getting opinion, learning more about what its run procedure would be. This is the one that we feel like is the best way forward and the best solution for me to come back and play hockey again. There's been a process, but at the same time, I feel confident in the decision. I'm excited. I'm excited to get going and excited to have the first step out of the way tomorrow morning. Wow. What a bad news for that. I'm a Dallas fan because of Guy Carbonneau. Dan Ashton, welcome back in the house. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. Do you think Jimmy Benn and Tyler Seguin would be in the Hall of Fame? Oof. Let's see what we got here. No for Jimmy Benn. No for Tyler Seguin. Jimmy Benn have 1,000 game, only 362 game goal, 847 point. Now he's still only 33, so it all depends what he's going to do for the next 5 years. But I don't see that yet. And Seguin, guys, have only 326 goal and NHL only 3. It's a lot, but anyway. And 900 game at 736 points. So I don't see that yet, King. Yeah, okay, that's. Gamer will say no on both. Yep, sorry, okay, that's going rough at one. He has the C right. Cannot answer goal at 6 on. Yep, so right, Sebastien. They did 6 goals like this, all in the first 1 in the first period, 2 in the first period, and then 4 on the second period. The first period, guys, is over between the Dallas Star and the Seattle Kraken. 1-0 for the Star. Goal of Jimmy Benn. Gave that lead to the Dallas Star. Dallas Star tried to tie the series 1-1, and it will be interesting how it's going to happening. good game so far. If you watch the game, never right. I'm out. Bonne nuit. I will. Never mind. Have a good night. Luc Lafortune, go get your lunch. Merci beaucoup, mon Luc. Qu'est-ce qu'on a à manger demain, mon Luc? C'est quoi ton repas avant que tu pars? Dis-moi, qu'est-ce que tu as à manger demain? Good night, Luc. Mon ami, what is your favorite ab jersey all time? I don't know if you talk about the colors, but or you talk about the players. My player is Guy Lafleur, so that would be one. And then I would say to you for the Montreal Canadiens jersey, still the red and blue and white. Night, Luc. Well, just making a joke. All right. All right, guys, I think it's the time to go. For me, it'll be another great day in front of me. A lot of things to do. Again, another long day. Hopefully, you guys are amazing. Don't forget to add the news. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about Montreal Canadiens, the NHL draft, or maybe my mock drop back. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the draft tomorrow for sure. And that will be another great night of the hockey. Jeffrey, other coach, how are you? I'm doing great, Jeffrey. You knocked door at the right time. We're leaving the building, Jeffrey. Hopefully, an amazing, great day, a great night. Don't forget my poll vote every single day, guys. We always have a question for you. You can go to the YouTube channel and you can click on the like before you leave the building tonight. And you can, of course, subscribe and sharing this on your social media. We keep pushing. We keep moving forward with the channel. We don't know the rest, but we try to finish year number 3 with the season here. We are right now round number 2 in the playoff. If you follow the game tonight, Salut Kraken losing 1-0 after 20 minutes. Until then, my friend, let's start in this way. What a great night. The Carolina Hurricane won by the score 6-1 against the Wolves tonight. Take the lead 3-1. We wish you an amazing, great night, everybody. Of course, all the moderators, we wish you an amazing, great night. We appreciate a lot to support the Hockey National Show. All the people in the chat, thanks so much to be with us. To show this video. Make a top 5 pick for Montreal to show this video. Coming very soon. Have an amazing, great night, Devon. Thanks so much, everybody. We appreciate a lot. Until then, my friend, we want to wish you one more thing. You know what's coming. That's another we said the same thing. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. You have greatness inside of you. And I apologize sometimes, coach, why you don't only do the play-by-play? Because when we lose a lot of blowout like tonight and the night before, we want to talk about different things. We're not focusing on the game. And honestly, it's not Montreal. So at the end of the day, we apologize if you don't like it. But I think we have a lot of great conversation in the chat tonight. We talk about the NHL draft lottery. And we'll go to continue to talk about this for the next couple of weeks. Don't forget the app branch your Sunday rendezvous next Sunday morning at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, live with Marco Larabé and our tap if they are returning. Until then, my friend, we wish you an amazing, great night. And of course, be well, BL. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the first half of what? I heard you, RJ. RJ said 2023. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. Remember, we love you, everybody. Have a good night. Salut mon Nicolas, je propose que les 16 balles, 30 balles, ainsi de suite. Here we go. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night, KLS. Le modérateur. Thanks a lot, Willie.
What you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's
we go, Caleb. What's that?
I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this a breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're down, putting on a show.
Oh. Booyah!